and has 5.4 billion downloads. Plans go as low as $9 a month for unlimited audio and $29 a month for unlimited video and audio. If you go through our link, you get your first month free. Give them a try. Go to www.podbean.com/WCSN312.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CSCR, Chicago Sports Crunch Radio. This is the show that brings to you the highlights of the sports world and industry, from the NBA, NFL, MLB, EPL, and so much more. CSCR is here to focus on local sports in the Windy City, from the Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, and White Sox. We're here to talk sports to the true fans of Chicago. We are live here from Studio One at WCSN, the Windy City Sports Network. This is CSCR, Chicago Sports Crunch Radio.
Listen, when we signed the contract to redo this shit, I didn't want to deal with production problems.
We are live.
Bullshit. What?
We are live, my friend.
Wait, what? What? Dude,
look.
Are you serious?
Oh, my goodness.
Who pressed the button to go live?
Once again, the curse of Tom Chris.
Jesus, dude. Like you're
we are live.
This is not good, man.
This is horrible.
Horrible.
Let's be happy we have power.
Seriously, man. Sorry, guys.
Well, you put me in the corner, so I had to do this.
This is...
Again, you hide me.
This one was sabotaged by Tom.
Horrible. Not one show has went good with Tom Chris here. Seriously, what's the deal?
My hand will be more famous.
My God.
Would you like a do-over?
This is... we can't. We're live.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
Jesus. And then they heard me complaining in the beginning about my contract and stuff.
You have no contract.
Oh, okay, whatever. All right. Anyways, guys, welcome to
episode
29.
Beautiful.
And we got a ton to talk about. Do you guys hear an echo?
Not me.
I think it's in your head.
Is it? You guys don't hear an echo on my mic?
It's the hollowness between Nick's ears.
Yes.
It's got to be something.
I hear voices.
Nice sound effects, Tom Chris. Great. That's awesome. Oh, Philly Ho. What's happening, brother? Yeah, I'm getting some
Philly Ho is going to be on a Sunday, right?
Yeah, he's on here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll talk
special
about
bonus show.
I'll talk about that. I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting... I don't know why I'm getting it.
Life's not simple.
I can't tell Tom Chris either. He ain't going to figure it out. All right, now it sounds better. Maybe it's just the position that I'm talking in. I don't know.
Yeah, you're blocking me, man.
Oh, so I'm a big guy.
He's blocking me too.
Speaking of a big guy,
it's all about you, isn't it?
That's actually perfect for this. I want to get a shout out to one of my boys out there that is he is doing something that's really fantastic, and I just wanted to help him out there. But Z, we grew up together. We're like brothers and stuff. But he runs a gym that's actually in the city. That's CrossFit Sono. And I just want to give him a plug a little bit and talk to you guys about him. So anybody who is into CrossFit, wanting to get into CrossFit, he's voted the #1 city's top strength and conditioning facility. CrossFit Sono, Chicago MMA are located in Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood and just steps away from the Red Line on the Clybourne stop. He offers classes 7 days a week, including a women's only self-defense program. Visit CrossFitSono.com and ChicagoMMA.com for additional information. We grew up with this kid. He's awesome. He's like a little brother to me. So if you guys are ever into CrossFit and want to get into that, give Zuki a holler. He's an awesome kid. You guys know Zuki.
Yeah, and I know a couple of females before their wedding night or day. They went and lost a couple pounds, so it's not bad.
How did you know?
Good stuff. Yeah, Louie knows him very well.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And yeah, you guys were literal neighbor. Hey, whatever happened to your punchline, bro?
You mean bang bang?
Yeah, like you didn't do that. Well, I didn't
You
introduce
didn't
you
introduce
guys.
me yet.
That's
man.
right. I didn't
It's all
introduce
about
you
you
guys.
and your conversation.
So new setup, guys. New wall, new banner in the back. We have to my right, who is my cohort for the Wrestle Talk Radio, which we do on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Wild Bill.
What's up, everybody?
Obviously, I'm Big Nick Cold. This is for the first time this year, Louie Pistolaros.
Bang bang.
And you guys might remember him from Chicago, from Corner Kick Radio, soccer. And we actually will be doing Corner Kick Radio as the World Cup's coming along. So we were actually talking soccer a little bit before about some of the shockers that happened with Italy. Who's out? Well, the U.S. I'm not surprised about. Italy's out.
Big disappointment. Big
Netherlands,
disappointment.
one of my favorite teams.
Chile's out.
Yep.
South American defending champ.
Yep. We'll get into that. Obviously, we'll probably start doing Corner Kick Radio with Marty. Money Marty actually does our social media. So if you guys are asking where Money Marty's at, you guys will see him on our Twitter and our Facebook a lot. And he has his own Twitter account, which is, I believe, at Money Marty WCSN on his Twitter account. So he's on there. And then hiding over here, threw him off camera. I don't know how you press the live button and not tell us you're going live. Tom Chris, the intern producer.
I was telling you, but you weren't paying attention.
I didn't hear anything, dude. I mean, you could at least say, like, dude, guys, seriously, we're going live and pressing it.
This is what
Instead, you press it, then you say it.
Well, this is what you heard.
Well, I'm still hearing an echo. I don't know what that is. And I can't, like, figure it out. But if I tell you to try to figure it out.
Hey, before we get started, I want to congratulate the Montini girls basketball team. They just won their semifinal game. So tomorrow they play for the championship. Congratulations to Coker, his daughter Francesca. We wish them the best of luck tomorrow.
Yeah, awesome job.
They avenged last year. They lost to the same team. They just beat by 2 points in the last minute, I believe, of the game.
Awesome.
Missed to go to the final. So this year, not only did they avenge the loss, but we're going to hope that tomorrow they bring home the championship. So
Are they playing
good luck,
for
Francesca.
the final state tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the championship. So whoever wins this game, their game just finished, and they're playing whoever wins between Geneva and Maine West in about an hour.
Maine West?
Yeah, and tomorrow's the championship.
Wow, that's one of the top 5 teams, isn't it?
They're
Maine West?
4A championship. It's tomorrow.
For girls?
For girls, high school
I'm
basketball.
shocked Maine West is up there.
Yeah.
That's actually impressive.
So we wish Francesca the best of luck tomorrow, and congratulations to her signing her.
When are the
commitment to go to
boys?
college.
When are the boys playing? That should be
Next week,
this.
probably.
Is it next week or this
Probably
weekend?
the week after, I would guess.
Yeah, Talon Horton. I know Talon's out there. And if you watch the replays of this, good luck. I know you guys are heading downstate too for Simeon, and want to make sure they come back with a title too. That's 3 years in a row that Simeon will win it with Talon there, and he's heading to Iowa State, which is going to be very interesting to see. And I'm an Iowa State fan now, so we can see Talon playing over there. So, all right, we got a lot to talk about. So we're going to go over today. We're going to talk a little bit about NBA. There's not too much about the Bulls, but we're going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that went down. Bulls/NBA. Talk about Bears Combine started. So there's some stuff that went down today in the Combine. I know Scotty's out there as well too. Thank you, Scotty. What's happening, man? I know you got some questions for you. You threw out some questions earlier about some Combine things with the Bears, which is very interesting. So if you can remind me, Scotty, on that in the chat, just let me know. And then Tony, old school Tony, what's happening, brother? Good to see you too on here. And Filio, if you got anything with MLB, we'll be talking about spring training MLB. I know Coker and Hop Hop were in Arizona.
They just got back last night.
Yeah, they just got back. So we are going to maybe see if we can get them on. We'll see.
They're too busy celebrating Francesca's big win.
Yeah, so we'll see. If not, we will. They've spoken to us, so we've got some inside stuff and go over a little bit of the Cubs and White Sox stuff going into Major League Baseball and all that. I seem like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what.
It's those voices. Yeah.
No, it's something else. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to do a bonus show. So we are going to be doing a baseball only MLB baseball show. And that's going to be with Tom, Chris, and Philly Ho. Probably going to be about an hour. Not sure how long that's going to run. I'm trying to get the wire out of your face, Lou. Sorry.
Yeah, man, come on.
And we're going to talk strictly Cubs and White Sox, and then we're going to go into some of the Major League Baseball things. We'll go into predicting who we think might win conferences, divisions, and some of the hot things, hot players, and so on and so forth. So we'll go into that. I want to talk about some Blackhawks too, since Bill's here, with some of the trades that went down. So a little question mark: Are the Blackhawks rebuilding?
They have no choice.
But are they going to keep
They have
Kaner
to.
and
Well,
Tevz intact?
their contracts are untradeable. First of all,
So they're staying.
so they're staying, but they're paying the punishment for trading some of the, letting Jalmerson go, and then
Yeah.
they're also a victim of the salary cap that they just couldn't afford to keep everybody. So this is just natural progression
and
right
it
now.
seems like they're just getting draft picks in return.
They have no choice. What else are they going to do? They got to try to rebuild. Plus Crawford got hurt, so that
Well,
hurt
they
them
need to get a
massive.
goaltender. Period.
Well, Crawford's good.
I
But
don't
they're
like Crawford.
everybody that they thought was going to be remember, your goalie for the most part is only as good as your defenseman, and you bleed out some of those defensemen, especially Jalmerson, who didn't care about scoring. Your typical stay-at-home defenseman, you get punished for it. Then you lose your goalie on top of it, and you have goalies that aren't used to this. So now you end up giving up 7 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals a game. Kane is playing well. Sharp injured and not playing. Jonathan Tays hasn't done anything. Duncan Keith just scored his first goal last week.
What is Crawford's out for the year though?
They might as well keep him out now. There's no sense
there's
in
no
bringing
sense
him
of
back.
bringing him
Right.
back.
Just run it. Let him just get healthy for next
They
year.
got a long time until they finally put together some decent team.
You never know. But you got to remember too that the Blackhawks have probably played the second most games out of anybody in the NHL other than the Pittsburgh Penguins, I think, in the last 5 years.
Are they?
So they got a lot of miles on him. He's going to stay.
You think he's going to stay?
He's a mastermind.
That was my other question, because I was like, are they going to let him go? Because there was rumors that they might let him go.
The people they traded, they brought him back. They haven't produced. They had to get rid of some guys for money. Crawford gets hurt. That's a big deal.
So Wild Bill's our hockey. He's a Colorado Avalanche fan, as you guys can see. And I'm assuming Patrick Roy
Best player in the world
is his favorite player.
Yes,
so
sir.
is he coaching still?
No, gone.
What was he? Was he coaching Colorado?
Coaching Colorado.
Yeah. He was a good goaltender, probably the best in our time, potentially.
I agree.
So, Blackhawks not doing too well, not too hot. They need to redo. They need to have a focus, and that's why I think I'm a little bit. I know the Bulls are sucking it up a little bit, but at least they have a focus right now, and you got a core that they're going to work on, and you know the direction they're going into. The Hawks really don't have that yet, besides the 2 guys.
Well, you can't. You've got 4 people, right? Keith, Seabrook, Tays, and Kane under massive contracts, right?
And how old are those guys right now? Like,
Doesn't matter how old.
34?
No, not
32.
even. No, doesn't
29.
but it doesn't matter. Remember, they're still. Thank God they got the skate on Hosa's contract this year because of the allergy to the hockey jerseys or the equipment or whatever. Otherwise, they would be buried under a salary cap.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with them, but they got a lot of work to do in the offseason too. So we'll see what happens. They ain't making playoffs.
No, they shouldn't. Why should they?
Yeah,
they loaded up on the pick. They'll get their own pick now, and then they can start trying to put a team together. And then you hope that the Rockford Ice Hogs, those guys that are sitting down there, develop into NHL players.
Yeah. So we're also then going to dabble, and I want to do this towards the end once we're done going all over all the news. We want to dabble on our top 5, because I know we put this on the title. Top 5 most influential. This is very key. NBA stars to us individually. I don't want to do. If we were going to do the top 5 stars in our lifetime, it would be a completely different list. So we're going to do top 5 influential to us, because a lot of people will have a lot of different top 5s, depending on what they have, either what they remember them or why this guy was impactful to them. Like, there's 2 guys on my list that I don't think anyone considers great players. Well, I'd probably say good, but not great. But there's a reason why I have them on my top 5. So we're going to do that towards the end, so we can dabble on that a little bit too. And it's cool because we sort of have 2 generations here. So we've got some of the older crowd here, and then we've got like we got the younger crowd here. So we're gonna have like 2 different types of, and I like that because then you got I don't know if Pistolaros considered a millennial.
Bang bang. Oh, do not call me millennial.
Okay.
Do not. I mean, I am, but don't call me that. Can we just not?
All right.
I'll just call you Snowflake.
Oh,
even worse.
So sensitive. People call him millennial. Snowflake.
All right. So
I need to go to my safe place.
So this is what we're going to.
He's calling HR right now.
This is oh, dude, I had to deal with them yesterday. I like 1-800 number galore all day long.
Really?
Had to talk to some girl named Monica.
Oh yeah.
It was just like whatever. I'm like,
was it about Pete Shorts?
Yes.
Or Hop Hop?
It was Pete Shorts, Hop Hop.
Because we changed his name to Pete Shorts, or are we keeping it Hop Hop? Bill?
I think it depends on which show he's on. He has an alter ego.
Yeah.
He's like Cactus Jack.
And
Mick Foley. Depending on what show he's on, he's got a different name.
Hey, I'm not going to go into wrestling. We'll talk about that later. Some new stuff came out about Roman Reigns. That's different. Oh my God, who broke something? Tom Chris, what did you break? Something break here?
I'm calling HR right now.
Jesus. I think it's the chair. He's on the floor.
Hey, if the YouTube live goes blank, you'll all know who to point the finger at.
As long as we have audio. Don't complain.
At least we can still keep it as a podcast.
So Tony said, Darvish, can he win? Should the Cubs make the playoffs? I think that's not even a question, Tone. I think they're in no matter what. I think their team, the way it is, it's a lot. That 5-man rotation right now that they have, it may be the best in the majors today.
Until Washington gets Arrieta.
If that happens, because I know Philly they're saying the front runner.
I think he's going to Washington.
If he goes to Washington, but here's the thing: does Arrieta still have it?
I think he does. Remember, he'll be the 3rd pitcher on that team, right?
Yeah, but
Scherzer, Strasburg, Arrieta. So he's going to be going against every other team's number 3, let's say. So I'll put him up against any team's number 3. I won't put him up against a 1. Yeah. I'll put him up against a 3 with that Washington team any day.
Cubs are a lock for playoffs.
The division is shit.
Yeah, I'm just right now. I think the biggest question is how are they going to play, and it's going to be on each player. I mean,
and the leadoff position.
Schwarber looks amazing, dude.
Still not a leadoff hitter.
No, he's not. But
we're going to argue about
how much did he lose?
I don't care how much weight he lost.
30 pounds. He lost a lot of weight. 40?
He lost like 80 to 100 pounds almost.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's not a leadoff hitter.
No, he's not. But
he must have been working out with Zicky.
I think the key person on that. Look at this guy, dude. Seriously, now I'm going to call HR. That's not funny.
I think he touched my leg.
Man, you fucked the beginning up, and now you're playing jokes here?
Watch your mouth.
Jesus, we're an explicit.
He's holding my hand right now.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not holding weird.
Scotty, how big of a loss do you guys think Hossa is to the team?
Not that much.
Yeah.
Not at his age.
What? He's like, isn't he 40?
Almost.
The guy 41. Shouldn't even be playing. I know hockey players play a long time, but shouldn't even be playing, in my opinion.
Not for that money.
That's big money, too. I wish I could get a contract like that. WCSN didn't give me a contract like that and said they put me to work with this guy, not Pistolaros, Tom Chris. And I have to deal with that. But whatever.
We're saving all the money to offer Hop Hop the big contract to get him to come over.
Apparently, yeah. We'll put him next to me. All right, so
we're gonna need a bigger lens. Sorry, Pete.
So we
no, we're gonna have Studio 2 up by then.
Hopefully. Whoa.
You got Studio 2
here, dude. You call the janitor in here. Did they hire a janitor yet? All right. So what we want to dig into, I was going to say something else and I totally forgot now.
You're talking about the Cubs.
Oh, it was something else. I was answering the questions here.
And their lack of a leadoff.
I'm all off track. All right. In any case, Major League or NBA really quick. What is your consensus or what are your thoughts on what David Silver said about disciplining teams that are visibly tanking?
Can I go first?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, that's it. Bill?
Wait.
Next.
But I wasn't finished.
All right, go.
Now you are.
All right, mute.
You're
Chris, mute him, Chris. All right, now go.
All right, don't block me.
So,
all right, so here we go.
Wow.
I think he should not have any opinion on that. I mean, if a team wants to tank it, it's up to their management. It's a strategy. I mean, if you want to get a good chance at a draft pick, you can tank it. It's your championship. It's your career. It's your season. You want to tank it, give a team an easy run. That's fine.
Explain that to the season ticket holders that
Exactly.
paid for those games.
The fans.
That's the problem. Tom's right.
Yeah, if I'm paying money, I'm going to the game, and like for example, I want to see LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to tank. I'm pissed off.
Anybody that you pay, imagine the season ticket holders.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
I mean, you got to sacrifice something, right?
But not blatant.
So you got to think of it like a business here. This is my opinion. So as the NBA, you put out the best product you possibly can, best basketball product. If you have teams that are blatantly blowing it, now I understand where you're coming from, Pistolaros, where the fact of sometimes that's the team's strategies, but and here's I guess another way I look at it. It's been happening for years. I mean, I know for a fact there's been teams that have blown or specifically tanked purposely, but they just weren't vocal about it. My question, though, is how are they going to judge if a team is really tanking it or not?
That's the argument. That's the one part they'll never be able to prove. If everybody keeps their mouth shut, you'll never know.
Exactly.
Unless they're benching, their
like
normal, like the Bulls
doing.
tried to do. Then now you've got data that you can point to and go, listen, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. So, and that I can see if they're doing that, but that's the little like concern of how are they going to gauge that to say, oh, you're Dallas, you're tanking purposely, or not. I mean, if you're playing all your guys, you can't really do it. Now, I'm glad though that he said that, because there were teams that were purposely tanking it. I don't know. That's a touchy situation. I agree with Silver, where teams should not be tanking it for the simple fact that you have season ticket holders. You're trying to put out the best basketball product out there, and if you're paying that much money to see players, I don't want to. You're going to lose. Think about this, Pistolaros. You're the Bulls season ticket holder, or you own the Bulls, and you start tanking, and now the Chicago Bulls are making less money for the NBA because they're not selling seats anymore because they're tanking it purposely.
Well, that's true. And then that's where you got to make the point to be assertive the following season and change it up. I mean, somebody else is carrying the flag this season. You can be that team next season. Should that pressure increase on that team? Absolutely. However, I don't think that it's in the NBA's best interest to micromanage each team on an individual basis that way.
I don't know. I think it's a good thing that they're doing it. I just think it's going to be really hard.
Or at least being vocal about it.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to judge it and see what happens and stuff.
Did you see Keller? Who was it? Kellerman or Colin Cowherd said that they should take the 8 teams that don't make it and let them play a round robin for the #1 pick.
Hey,
force them to fight for the pick.
You know what I'm for?
That may make it interesting.
You know what I'm for, and I love this in soccer. What do they do in soccer, Lou? Or Bill knows too.
Well, they have a Champions League and they have a relegation league.
I love relegation because the bottom 3 teams in the EPL and the other leagues are a little bit different. So there's 3 divisions. There's like a top Division 2, Division 3, and when you go and you're the worst 3 teams, they get relegated and get dropped to the second division, and then the top 2 or 3, and I think there's tournaments that end up going into the A League to make more money. Now, obviously, when you're in the top tier league, you're making more money as an owner, so that's your goal. But that prevents tanking.
No,
but I know we don't have we have the G League.
You can't do that. That's insane.
It's a G League.
You're going to tell me that it take San
why?
Antonio
Hold on.
now.
You know why it's a G League? I didn't know this.
Well, obviously, they
didn't believe me,
bro. Podcast.
Nobody believed me.
Yeah,
Gatorade.
It's Gatorade sponsors them.
Stop it.
No, I'm serious. They call it the G League now because of that.
Frick?
I didn't know, but in any case, you can't. I don't know. I would like something like that to happen, though.
But what happens to the teams then that are going to get punished? Because let's say a guy gets hurt, 2 guys get hurt. Look at San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard's gone. Now what? They're going to get punished because somebody got hurt? You can't do that. You know how much money's laying around for this? They just got to – all they got to do is not say we're going to tank.
In basketball, it's
very
different.
Simple.
In soccer, if you lose your star guy, I mean, you can still sort of win because –
And how do you know that
11 players.
And how do you know that Silver didn't call all the teams and go, listen, guys, I got to put this fucking statement out to keep the integrity of the league, but nudge, Winchwick, do whatever the hell you guys want. But I'm going to make a statement on public TV because I got to save face here because I'm the commissioner.
Yeah, could be.
I agree with you, Bill. You're right. You got to make that. You got to make.
You got to at least pretend, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and that could be the case.
Look at Tom Chris. He pretends.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing over there? Are you putting your nose, Tom?
I'm just listening to you guys.
He's got his finger.
He's got a manicure. He's getting a manicure.
My God, dude. Hey, why do you have your pinky nail so long only?
I don't have long pinky nails. Look.
You have like there's like your pinky nail's like really long.
Look.
I don't know what it's for. I just don't get it. Is that whatever? All right, so moving on. Dunn made a statement. I really like the guy. I can't wait to see this guy more in the future in the next couple of years. Made a statement about how he's not satisfied on being fourth in NBA in steals and that he wants to do better. I know that's just not the category, but I think what we got out of Dunn, he's a great leader. I think he's a better leader than Levine. I think Levine's a better ball player than Dunn and will do better for us. But leader-wise, I think Dunn is a great leader.
I agree.
And I mean, I actually went back and saw some of his college games just to double check. This guy could be the captain of the team. He can lead the team. He can run the team. I mean, he's a great athlete. I'm glad that we're on the team. I think Paxson nailed it when and the rumors were that they wanted to draft Dunn before the Timberwolves drafted him in that year's draft, but they didn't have a chance to. So we ended up getting a guy that Paxson really wanted to draft back in the day. We finally got him on the team. So that's great news. What is your thoughts though? And I've been starting to watch college now because we're obviously getting close to March Madness. What are your thoughts about Bagley?
Not going to be there.
Because apparently they're saying that is the Bulls' #1 target right now.
He won't be there. There's no way that he makes it down to, what is it, 8?
They're saying, and then what about Doncic is apparently got some legal problems now?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, look it up. They're saying he might potentially do 5 years in prison for something.
Oh, wow.
So that's taking him away, and he's top 3, they're saying. But there's a couple mock drafts that are putting Bagley around 7 and 8. Like
I just don't see it. I don't see how he gets that far down.
What do you think, Bill? What number? Like top 3?
Who? Bagley?
Yeah, top 5?
I think he's 4.
4?
Here's my
top
thing,
5,
though.
okay.
I don't think Bagley is that. I think with Duke losing these games this season, there's a weakness to him, and that people are seeing that weakness in him. I don't think he's that great of a player. I would rather have. I know we can't get Ayton because he's going to be a top 2.
Ayton goes 1 or 2.
Yeah, so he's top 2, but I'd rather have Bamba or Ayton than Bagley. I don't want Bagley.
I don't want Bagley either. I told you guys I want Jackson.
Yeah, they're predicting him top 3 now.
I doubt it.
They're saying top 3 because what's his name? One of the Miles' brother with that situation in Michigan State.
Yeah,
so he's dropping.
I don't think he was top 7.
And whatever is going to happen to the Doncic kid in the Real Madrid. So who knows what's going to happen there? But I don't know. I would rather not waste a top 10 pick on Bagley.
And I don't want Porter either, by the way.
Yeah, I think he's
and he's got a bad back.
Yeah,
he's got surgically repaired
and
back.
Trae Young, well, we don't need a point guard, but he's too small too. I don't think he's going to succeed.
You get rid of Lopez, right?
He has to go.
He's got to go. You got to figure out a way to trade him. You can't just let him go. You got to trade him, but somebody might.
And you got to get rid of Holiday and Grant.
Well, forget about those guys because then Jackson comes in and he becomes your center. So you got Markkanen, Jackson, Dunn, Levine, and Portis. You can start with that. That's not a bad little.
Portis is having a pretty solid year, man. Overall,
right. He's okay.
He's racking up the stats a little bit there. I'm pretty impressed with what he's doing and stuff. But
and his punch count is high.
Yes. All right. So the next thing in hand is I want to talk about Pistolaros' favorite guy, and I think he's #1 on his top 5. D Rose.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Mirotic.
No.
No. Okay, D Rose. Yeah.
So he's not getting any phone calls. The last article that was written about him is that he's shooting basketball by himself with some guy at Cleveland State University. And he's turned down 10-day contracts already. He doesn't want 10-day contracts because apparently he thinks he's better than that. His year's done.
He wanted to come on the podcast and I turned him down.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the best thing you've done
so far.
Thank you. Since you started here, that's the best thing you've done. And I don't know. I just think that there's a wind draft again. What was that?
Whoa.
Sound effects here. Sound effects store.
I don't know.
So I think his year's done.
His career.
Well, I think he might get another chance next year, but I think if he doesn't do anything next year, I think at that point his career's done. There's NBA executives that are rumored to be saying that he has no heart. And when you have NBA executives saying that, that's bad.
But that's not a shocker. Is any?
No, I'm not shocked by
Are
that.
any of the four of us shocked to hear that statement?
No.
Honestly,
I would have said it myself.
So
right.
This is what I personally think that he should do. He needs to fire BJ Armstrong. He needs to get rid of his brother Reggie and all his friends.
Definitely his brother.
In the off season. Once he gets rid of that, he needs to hire an agent and surround himself with people that are going to drive his career, not milk his money and try to get what they can off of him.
But it might be too late.
I know. Once you get that, then maybe his new agent can sign him somewhere for the minimum, and then he needs to work his ass off.
And he needs to do DDP yoga.
And then go from there. Yeah, it can get him back into shape.
Get him back into shape.
Yeah, Cold. It's
DDP yoga.
It's a question of character, Cold. He doesn't have it. He's just a weak-minded individual. He's 30 years old, and he can't average more than 15 points a game.
I think he's going to play with the Ball brothers in Lithuania, wherever they're at, in that D League.
Lufthansa.
That's where he's going.
They might come to the NBA though next year.
Ooh.
Both of them?
Ooh, you never know. No, I think the little kid with the weird hair might end up in LA. He might be playing with Alonzo.
It's okay. You can watch the death of a franchise.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson's going to sign him. But Pistolaros is right that he's considered damaged goods right now. Not damaged physically. He's damaged mentally. And that might be worse.
That's Celsius.
Your knee hurts or whatever. You can fix that. But I don't think you can fix a fucked up head.
Yeah, and I think it's also, I think the injuries put a toll on him where he's too cautious. He's scared to do certain things because of the injury as well. But
at some point, he's got to look. At some point, he's just got to let it go. But when you're getting bad advice, that's compounding everything.
Yeah,
think about it. Can you imagine the shit that people are telling him behind the scenes?
Oh, yeah. Well, I can guarantee you when he was in New York with the Knicks, I guarantee you when he was looking for that big extension, his brother and BJ are sitting here telling him, dude, you're worth $20 million a year.
Right.
It's like, dude, no, you're not. You're worth $2 million a year. Take what you can and go from there. But they're over here telling him he's worth 20 and he's holding out.
Or does he just not give a fuck anymore because he still got the contract from
Adidas. That might be it. And how much longer does he have that?
Yeah, but his legacy's tanking. I mean,
trust me. What legacy?
People like Derrick Rose don't care about their legacy. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
The least thing on his mind right now is his legacy.
Nothing there.
He's got to prove that he's not a head case. You've seen other people that are broken down get chance upon chance upon chance in the NBA.
Yeah,
that are broken. That are broken physically, right?
Yeah.
What happens when you're broken mentally? That's the problem.
That's a complete
wasted
collapse.
Talent.
Yep.
The worst thing. Wasted talent.
Yep.
Like
shame.
Thrown down.
Yeah. That is a waste of talent. It's a shame because he had a lot of talent.
But remember, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. He is socially not an adult.
And it's because they kept him away from all that.
Right.
His family.
He was alienated with the family. He went to school. Everybody took his test for him. Don't worry, Derek. We got this. Don't worry. Now he's getting a taste of the real world. And he's like, oh, man, this is not – where's everybody to help me? And now that he's not the limelight, all of a sudden you see people start to shy away.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a shame that it's happening. I mean, he's got a lot of talent, but I guess it is what it is. That's what happens. So Bull's not doing too hot, so I guess the tank is happening.
We need the Pelicans to shit.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna happen.
We need them to go bad.
But you've got, since we last talked, they're on a 5-game losing streak. They lost 3 games in a row. They lost to the Timberwolves, the Nets of all teams, and then the Hornets as well too. And Hornets are
decent.
Yeah. So they're not doing too well. Your other take on the NBA is, what is your take on supposedly the Bulls are interested in signing Jabari Parker potentially?
Pistolaros, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think the Bull. I like Jabari Parker. I think he's a good player,
even with his injury.
I would give him a 1-year contract.
Yep,
that's what I would do. Just see 1 year.
Jabari wants to come here too. Yeah. That's the rumor.
He's from here. Look, he's from here.
Simeon boy.
You give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance.
What's his 3 ACLs now?
For him?
Yep.
Has it been 3?
2 for sure.
2.
I know it's 2 for sure.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
Okay.
And what's he played this year? What, he's played 10 games now, I think.
Yeah, he came back right after the All-Star.
Yeah, he's played 10 games.
Game.
Yeah, he wants to be here. So if he improves himself,
and he's a small forward or power.
He's a swing. He can play.
He can play small and power.
He can play 1. He can play 2 and 3 if he wants.
Mm-hmm. Well, Levine's our 2. I mean, I guess you can throw him as our 3.
You signed Parker. He's coming off the bench, right?
You could. Well, with this team, you can potentially put him at 3. Right away.
What do we have, right?
Yeah, you know. I mean, Valentine. I mean, you can put him at the 3 right away. Draft a center right away, and then I don't know what you're going to do with your second pick. I mean, unless you go with another center, or you can't go power forward. You already got Markkanen and Portis, so you would have to draft another small forward potentially.
At that point, you draft the best athlete available.
Yeah, or you go with a backup point guard. It would be nice to have a backup point guard for Dunn.
But there, you're going to take the best available, and you'll figure out a way to make that team work. You go small if you have to.
It'd be good. I think signing him. How much do you think he's going to take, though?
Him?
Yeah,
not much.
That's the only thing that worries me is I don't know how much he's going to ask. But that might, I think, be a good fit for the Bulls.
He's got no bargaining power.
Why are you worried about how he's going to ask? He's going to get minimum.
Well, no, I know, and we're saving money here too. That's why we're cutting some of these guys too as well.
What's he average? 10 games a year. The last, I think I printed
That's what
that
worries
out.
me.
He's got to prove himself. Yeah, this is proving.
So he's another D Rose ground here.
Right.
You got to prove yourself.
Yeah, but he has a heart.
He wants to play. This guy wants to play.
That's
he's doing everything possible.
Yeah. Don't call him D Rose. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Ready? Tom, Chris, go ahead.
Douchebag.
Dude, that's the best thing you've ever done.
Second best thing.
Yeah. Now we got a soundboard.
The best thing was that basketball necklace he was wearing last time.
Oh,
I didn't bring it.
You didn't?
Damn.
Well, obviously, if I bring it, I'm in the corner. I was going to see it anyway.
Hop's gonna be pissed.
Pop's upset.
What,
He's
Pete
gonna be
Shorts or Hop? You guys
pissed.
confusing me.
He's gonna be very mad.
I didn't wear it.
No, why would you not do it? Here, do another one.
He's a jackass.
All right. Now we sound like we're on the score. Come on, dude. What's going on? All right. Next on so Jabari Parker, we'll see what happens with that. How do you like the billboards that Philly did for LeBron?
Oh,
did you see those? So apparently some company went out and put billboards up for LeBron James. And then did you see Cleveland's response?
I didn't see the response.
No, I didn't see it.
They put a crown up because King James, and they had the 5 points of the crown. And then they had the middle point as the largest one, so it looked like a hand sticking up the middle finger, and it just said that, and it said King James on the bottom. So
that's pretty creative.
And Cleveland actually did that ad back to whoever did the ads in Philly. I've said this before in previous podcasts. I think LeBron going to Philly instant, they would give Golden State a run with the team Philly has. I mean, Ben Simmons.
You have been saying that.
You got Ben Simmons, Embiid, Covington. I mean, that team you insert LeBron in there. I think they give Golden State a run.
Team falls apart. I said it. I've been saying it all along. The team falls apart.
If they do fall apart, then you know how LeBron is.
And then you're gonna.
It's not gonna happen. In the first
basically, LeBron's gonna go down into history as just jumping wherever he feels he can win instead of winning on his own.
How about J.R. Smith throwing soup at his coach?
J.R. Smith.
Yeah,
dude, I said it 2 weeks ago. He's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, basket case. And
there's another guy that keeps getting chances.
Yep.
And we say that guy just shoots, and he don't give a fuck where he's shooting from. He can go 0 for 7. He will not pass.
That's a good way to put it.
And he will just shoot 7 feet behind the line. He's gonna put it up and then look at the basket and go, why didn't it go in?
And you also have
and he can't play defense.
And what's going on with Noah in New York? One of my favorite Bulls.
Oh my God.
And he got in a shoving match with Hornacek.
Whatever.
And he's not playing ever again either. I don't know if they're working out on a buyout now. There's no rumors of him working on a buyout or whatever. They just told him to go home and he's not needed anymore.
Okay, so explain to me. I want Pistolaros and Tom Chris to explain to me how you're sitting in a room in New York, the executives of the Knicks, and they say, hey, Noah and Derrick Rose. Yes. And everybody
that was Phil Jackson, dude.
I don't know, but somebody else had this. Come on.
Phil Jackson was the greatest coach, but he is not an executive and he does not know how to build a team.
Come on.
They had a lot of yes men around.
No, sometimes
that's what it was. That's what it was. And they just said, yes, Zen Master.
Yeah.
Yes, you've hypnotized
But you know
us.
how sometimes they always say, like, you're the best players ever don't make good coaches.
Correct.
Yep,
exactly.
it's a different skill.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just point out he's a great coach, Phil Jackson, but executive
That's why catchers make the best managers, right?
Yeah. Because they know how to run the games usually.
But Noah should be arrested for stealing.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back on the best coach, Nick. You know, he had Jordan, Pippen, and then he went to LA.
Kobe, Shaq.
Okay. So he had phenomenal talent. You, myself, one of us here, we could have won at least half the championships.
Yeah, but
is he the best coach or is he the best people manager?
He's a Zen master for sure. He's a psych guy.
Right.
I don't think he's a creative sports tactic guy.
I will say that Kerr's the one.
Hold on. He had a great assistant coach team. Tex Winter.
Yes, that wasn't him though. I think that was
but I
Tex.
mean Jimmy Clemens, Tex Winter. He had some great coaches behind him. So it also means he had the people around him that made him great.
Yep, he had the
surround yourself with good people.
The greatest thing is when he was dating Bus's daughter.
Yeah,
they broke up, right?
I think they did. Yeah,
I have a chance now.
Oh.
Yes.
You want to go in half with Magic in LA?
I have a number.
Tom, if you wear that chain with the basketball, you're in.
I'll bless you so you can leave from this place. We don't need you here no more.
We could do a show from there.
No.
Live from the Staples Center.
Yeah,
Tom
live
Chris.
from Staples Center. All right, so we've got that going on. Thunder signed Corey Brewer. Who cares?
Oh wow!
I
almost lost my shit there.
Corey. Dirk. I want to congratulate Dirk Nowitzki, one of your favorite players.
Mine too.
He joined. He's the 6th person to join the 31,000.
31,000.
But I vote Dirk.
Awesome job. How many years do you think he's got? Is he done after this year?
One more.
14?
You think one more year?
I think
maybe one, but it'll be like a farewell tour.
Yep.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Or he could do a Tim Duncan and just call it this year. I can see him doing that too.
Can I say this?
Yes, Snowflake.
He's a shooter, fellas.
Bang.
Like he can come off the bench for like let's say 14 minutes a game and give you some good production as a bench player for a couple seasons.
But does he want to? That's the question.
I mean, if he wants some championships, right?
Not in that team.
Not anymore.
Not on that team.
Yeah,
exactly.
not there.
He'd have to resign.
He's not going to resign nowhere. He's going to stay. He's going to end his career.
He's going to pull a Tim Duncan. Where he started is where he's going to finish.
Yeah, and then they're going to give him a big statue.
Well, we'll see what happens with Dallas too, with all the sexual harassment stuff going on over there.
What did Rick Carlisle do?
No, it was Rick Carlisle. Apparently, it was like some
HR guy.
Yeah, it was some HR guy.
Damn HR.
There you go. I'm glad they got in trouble
where's the
finally.
phone? Where's the phone?
Talk to Monica. She's the one who takes our complaints.
Hi, Monica.
So
we got to give also credit to LeBron James. 30,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, 8,000 assists.
First player to do that.
And I'm predicting he's staying healthy. 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists.
He's going to take over all the scorecards. I think
sense,
at the end of his career, he's going to be the number one.
So
guy.
if you're 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists, is he the best?
I got to stop you right there.
Is he the best?
In addition to the many other mistakes you made.
I like the Pistolaros.
The game,
Snowflake. Wow.
Yes, the game is weak now. We can't compare it to
physicality.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to score 40,000 points. Jordan would probably have 60.
Thank you for saying that, because you're one of the younger kids that usually say that this game is better, and I agree with that. Well, and we were talking about that, 2 weeks ago? Bill? We were talking about would the players, or I think Tom Chris was with us too.
No,
of course, Tom.
It was Jackman.
It was Jackman. So we were talking about how would the current players of now succeed back in the Jordan era?
Depends on who it is.
And would you take the Jordan era guys, and if you put them into this era, would they survive? Examples. Do you think Charles Barkley, the game he played, would be like a top great player in this league?
That's a loaded question. I mean, you got to take into account the advantages in science and exercise advantages that we now have versus
that means
back
no.
then.
Yeah, but you have to understand the game we played.
He would adjust it. He would adjust it.
The game we played back then was rougher.
Yeah, but he might have had 15,000 rebounds.
Oh,
yeah. He would have had tons more rebounds.
Yeah,
he would adjust.
If he played like he did back then and just crashed, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
What about Dennis Rodman in this league?
Ooh, he's very athletic.
Man, we talked about. Can you imagine what Kevin Durant would do to him right now?
No, yeah, I know.
Kevin Durant, we said it 2 weeks ago.
You got quicker.
Take him out of the box, dude. The guy's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
When he shoots, he's shooting at like 9 feet.
He should have wore a Yanni jersey.
Yeah.
But
I have one too.
But
instead of that boy small soccer jersey he's wearing.
That's like 2 sizes small, Pistolaros.
Is that Garanimals?
All right. I was going to address it. I knew it was the elephant in the room. Right. They don't make them for guys like me, okay?
All right. Oh, yeah, I know they don't.
Well, Dennis Rodman would, he got into people's heads.
Right.
So he would,
I'll get to that.
Yeah, he would have maybe grabbed, Kevin's,
shorts.
Shorts and said, meet me afterwards.
That's how I used to play.
So he would have,
give him a wedgie.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
All right. So what else was there? Here's the other elephant in the room. Should the Bulls go after Mohamed Shabazz?
Oh my God.
No. Right,
What are they going to do with him?
There's rumors they may sign him to a 10-day. That's why.
Okay.
It's out there. So I don't know. They just released him from the Timberwolves. All right, here's another one for you guys. I'm gonna have to. Your tickers are gonna have to work for this one. Eastern Conference. Give me one surprise team. It could be good or bad this year.
Well, Cleveland for sure.
Bad, meaning bad.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I got. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Pistolaros.
No,
Give me the
no.
bad. I think Toronto playing as well as they are.
I was going to say Toronto. Yes.
No, they're not.
What are they? 43 and 16, 17, whatever they're at. Hold on, I got it here.
My
somewhere.
pick, Chris. You got anybody?
Top in the East. I
The
think.
Bulls. You thought they were going to win the league?
No, come on,
No,
man.
no.
I'm just. Do you think Cleveland's gonna really?
I think.
I
the
think
team they
Cleveland's a
have now.
disappointment. I think Cleveland's been a disappointment. in the
Yeah,
East.
but with the team that they have now, I think they're gonna go to the finals.
Yeah, that's
Cleveland?
no,
Yeah.
No.
I think it's going to be them in Toronto.
I don't know.
Absolutely
I
not.
think I'm with Pistoleros. I'm not sure.
Who are you
Boston.
thinking? Toronto?
Boston.
What
Yes.
happens if Hayward comes back?
Well, that's a big if.
I think he's coming back.
We'll see. That's a big
And
if.
Toronto's playing
Oh,
really,
that changes
really
everything.
well.
Yeah, Kyrie is on fire.
You've got LeBron and Love, and then you've got what? A whole bunch of technically bench players,
Yeah.
Hood and all those guys. You can't rely on those guys to carry any type of load,
Agreed.
right?
Yeah. What about? So mine is Milwaukee, and for the bad, I thought they would be doing a lot better. I think they would have been, in my opinion, a top 4, top 3 team. I thought they were going to do better than Toronto, to be honest with you.
Well, that's why they fired the coach.
Yeah,
And a
now
couple
look
guys,
where they're at.
and a couple guys they signed ended up getting rid of, right?
Yeah.
Greg Monroe, right? They released him.
Yeah, so that's my
So-
surprise team. That for the bad.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
All right, Western.
Pistoleros, shoot off.
Well,
Dallas. That's your favorite team.
Lakers.
It used to be.
I'm not really surprised by Dallas because I saw it coming. I will say San Antonio.
Yeah, San
They're
Antonio.
doing bad.
Well, no. Considering everything, they had an absent Parker, they had an absent Leonard. I mean, they're doing well.
I thought
Yeah, makes a
Denver would
point.
do better.
I thought they would do better. Who? Wait, who?
Denver.
For
I thought Denver
that they're doing good.
and Oklahoma City would have done better.
Thank you. Those are my
Definitely
two.
Yes.
OKC.
Oklahoma City started so
Yep.
bad.
I have
that-
them down. Denver is having a solid year.
I thought they'd be better though. I really did.
No, I'm surprised that they're doing
They're
that good.
barely five. They're what, 500?
And I'm surprised that OKC is not doing better. I thought OKC would be doing
But
so much
remember,
better.
let's back out the first 20 games of the season. OKC, and look how nice they're playing.
Yeah, now they are.
Now they're playing.
They're
well.
gelling. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
they
little
should
bit.
be going back up. But
Right.
it was a surprise. I don't know. I just those were my two teams. My Denver is playing really solid with the team they have. I didn't think they'd be doing that good. And with Oklahoma, I thought they would have been doing a lot better. And obviously, they're not doing that great. But they'll get there. They'll get to that point and stuff. So it is good to see Denver, though. That's very interesting. All right, what else do we got? Anything for NBA? Before we move on really quick, we're still going to do the top 5 at the end. All right, we're going to try to run through the rest of the news, which is not too much in the Bears and stuff. So just to do a recap, because I don't know if I did all of them or not. Bears cuts. Did we do the Bears cuts last week, Bill?
I wasn't here.
All right, so Bears cuts. So they're getting rid of Glennon. They have to do it in March or
Start of the
March
league year,
11th, I
right.
think, the first of the year. That's going to free up $11 million. Awesome. Willie Young's being cut. I love the guy. I was a little sad to hear that he's going to get cut, but the direction the team's going in, I'm fine with that. We're going to say $4.5 million for that. Pernell McPhee gone. That was a horrible signing. $7 million saved in cap space. Quentin Demps, horrible signing. 3.2 saved there. Sitton, the laziest Bear beside Jared Allen to ever play. I'm so glad this guy's gone. So Sitton's gone. They're saving $7.9 million in cap space there. Wheaton, $5 million. They're saving. He's got cut. And then Freeman, $3 million. Horrible signing as well there. $3 million saved on that aspect too. The question marks that we still have that they're going to be talking about in the future is Kevin White. I heard rumors that Deion Sims is almost as good as gone. They're saying Kevin White is a question mark. No one's really mentioned his name, and it's up for grabs. I think they're holding on to Kevin White to see who they're going to sign to maybe see. And here's the reason why. If they cut Kevin White right now, they don't save any money. So it's you might as well just keep him and play out his contract.
But you got to give oh man, it's such
You're
a
not saving any
slippery
cap space.
Yeah, it's such a slippery slope too, because if that guy can stay healthy,
He
he's
would
a
be good.
legit receiver. But at some point, you've got to cut the cord, and he'll go somewhere else and have 1,000-yard receiver.
Correct.
That's
It happens all the time.
right. And so you might as well you sign him, or you do give him some kind of an incentive laden contract that says, okay, here's your base. If you play this number, I still think that we should keep him.
Well, we'll see. I think they're going to keep him as a business. They shouldn't cut him. It doesn't make sense to cut him.
Spending all that money for Landry and everybody else that you guys are going to talk about. I'm not.
And Scotty Too Hottie was actually texting me earlier in the day, telling me about Landry. I wouldn't spend the money. They're saying $16 to $20 million.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. I would rather draft Ridley.
That's what I said.
And or go with Robinson or whatever. Wilson's coming here, apparently, even the GM in Kansas City, even though I'm not too hot on Wilson either. I don't think he's going to make a huge impact right away. But Landry, I'm not for signing. I don't think that he would be that great.
I want Ridley.
Too much money. Actually, you know what? So the question is, should we go with, now that Sitton's gone, should we go with Nelson from Notre Dame? I don't want Nelson with a number 8 pick. He's not worth an 8th pick. If we keep the 8th pick, I'm for trading it with Buffalo so we can get 2 picks in the first round, if that happens.
It's going to cost you.
If that happens, then we can potentially draft either a wide receiver and an offensive lineman in the first round, which would be impactful. But if we can't, then you have to go. I'm fine with Edmonds at linebacker too, since we cut 3 linebackers.
But if you're going to not go after a Landry or anybody big, your option has to be Ridley, and then you spend the money to fill up all the other gaps on the offensive line or whatever.
And the reason to get with that is because wide receivers request big money, and when you draft a rookie and it works out, you're saving a lot of money. That's why they did Fuller.
Right.
Do you think Fuller resigns?
Probably.
Yeah, I think they have to on this point. I'm fine with him coming back too. I mean, I know he hasn't been solid the last couple of years, but I'm fine with him. How much you think he's going to ask on?
Unless some other team throws money at him, but he hasn't done anything to deserve a fatter contract.
Wow. Are we on a delay that bad? We're on Bears, and Scotty's responding with Spurs. I don't know if the delay is that bad. I know there's a delay on this, but
he better not be disagreeing with me.
I don't know.
That doesn't happen, right?
So the Seattle Seahawks are shopping Bennett. That I don't want him. The Rams are shopping Austin. No.
But you know what? He's not bad.
I know, for like
he's
a
good
third
punt
option
and
or
he's
something.
An awesome punt returner and a kickoff returner. He's Devin Hester light, right?
Taylor Gabriel from Atlanta wants to come to Chicago too now. So that's another option we have there. Philly Bears wouldn't get 2 ones in the draft.
They could, but it cost them the rest of the draft.
Yeah, so there was an option out there with Buffalo, because Buffalo wants to move up and get a quarterback, because they don't think they're going to be in the running for Cousins or any of these other guys. And they actually have been thinking about trading for the Bears. I think Buffalo, if I'm not wrong, if I'm correct, they have 2 first-round picks already.
But that means they're going to cut Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a number 17 and a number 25 pick. And they were thinking of trading, giving Buffalo the 8 pick, and then we would take over the 17 and the 25 pick. So that's why I'm saying I would allow to do that. But
what quarterback would be going to be left?
Well, no, here's the problem now. Now the top 3 teams in the NFL draft all said they're open to trading their pick. Well, so Buffalo can even get higher now. So I think that trade with Buffalo is out of the question now.
Not only that, but there's 2-3 teams out of the top 5 or 6 that must draft a quarterback to start that whole retooling, right?
Well, Cleveland is the number 1, and Cleveland announced that they're actually looking to trade the number 1. So they just
somebody said they're going to trade him to Indianapolis for Andrew Luck and get both of their picks back.
Ooh.
What?
They were talking about it today on
and that's why we have Wild Bill here. You heard it here. That actually is interesting.
Wow.
But hold on a second. You're going to tell me that's
so
all
Indiana gave up on Luck?
No, if they can pry away Cleveland's 1 and whatever, to get Luck back, to trade Luck to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And Indianapolis gets 2 picks. The Cleveland's 2 picks. I think they're not giving up enough. I think Cleveland's got to make it a better deal.
I still think Luck's good, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the exact same thing you are.
I would rather have Luck than I love Trubinsky, but I'd rather have Luck than Trubbs.
Yeah, but
if we had a chance, and I know he just got off of that injury.
But at some point, Cleveland's going to have to make a determination that
And are they going with Kaiser?
Draft goes Deshaun Kaiser. First of all,
He's a flop.
sucks.
Yeah, he's a flop.
I called it from
and
the
I knew
beginning.
He was.
That guy, we talk about it at work all the time. That guy does not understand the concept of throwing the ball into the people in the stands or on the sideline. He's getting smashed.
Hey, you know who I loved, and I still love? Mahomes.
I know.
Kansas City.
He's washed up. Too.
I like him. No, he just came from.
I don't think he's going to be good.
Oh, I think he's going to be stud.
I don't think he's going to be good.
Yeah, he'll be good.
Kansas City's offense.
I'm going to buy his jersey for the next.
I don't think Kansas City's offense is made for Pat Mahomes. My opinion. It's not the right.
Philly says something's up with Luck.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got an injury, or Indianapolis
they're saying
knows something that.
Dude, when that guy's healthy, he's got
to take a physical anyway.
He's a top 5 quarterback. They sat him out the whole year this year with the shoulder for that very reason.
Should the Bears go after Muhammad Wilkerson too? I think yes, with the money we have saved. But Mitch Unrain is not the other end guy, and you need another edge rusher. You need to get Wilkerson. We've been trying to get Wilkerson for 3 years.
It's going to cost you a ton of money.
No, I don't think it's going to be that much. I think he's going to take less than what the Jets were paying him. But I think that's a good step for the Bears. We don't have to draft an edge rusher. If they can potentially get another wide receiver on the market and then maybe draft one, I don't know. We'll see. But that's another thing. That's
you think Cousins goes to the Jets too?
I think Cousins goes to Denver. And apparently Denver's all in on getting Cousins to Denver. They want him.
Man, that guy's going to get paid a shit ton of money.
Yeah, he is, man. He made the right move, to be honest with you. He's a good agent. I don't know who his agent is.
Okay, but do you consider him a top 5 quarterback?
No.
Me neither.
He is working the market.
Do you consider him a top 10 quarterback?
Barely, maybe.
Barely, exactly.
He might be 11, 12.
Okay, and look at the money that guy's going to get.
His agent is working the market. He's a free agent at the perfect time because there's no quarterbacks out there.
He came out at the perfect time because the Jets, everybody they drafted went to shit.
Yeah, and then the draft, there's not a lot of quarterbacks in the draft either.
Well, there are.
But
they're not going to get him.
Yeah, I think he's got the market by the balls right now.
You think Baker Mayfield's better than Darnold? From either do I.
I think he's going to be a flop Mayfield.
He's going to be good, but I think Darnold. No.
Who's this guy?
That's the best deal right now. Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel or Hop Hop?
Hey, he's saying he'll play for free.
He'll play for free. The best deal.
He said Hop Hop.
Hop Hop.
He said it's either Manziel or Hop Hop. Because Manziel used to always do this, remember?
Hop Hop does that too?
No, Joe.
Wow.
Tom just woke up. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
You were quiet for a while.
I think Darnold is better than Baker Mayfield.
Scotty said they need to re-sign Fuller. I wouldn't say need, but yeah, I think it would be the good thing to do is to get Fuller re-signed for the Bears. I think that'd be great. All right, we already talked about Albert Wilson potentially coming here. 5'9", 200-pound, 25-year-old kid. He's been with Kansas City since 2014. He's been a walk-on wide receiver. Was undrafted last year.
Wait, let's go through that Cleveland draft real fast. If you're Cleveland, do you make that trade? Do you give up those 2 picks and not being able to get Arnold and Saquon Barkley?
And for Luck.
Yeah.
See,
do you take the proven commodity over the 50-50?
I see. The thing is with them is they've drafted too many freaking quarterbacks, man. Like all these years, and it's quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. And I think right now I don't like Kaiser either.
Kaiser's garbage. Let's cross him off the list.
Listen. Football is, in my opinion, a quarterback game.
But that's my question, right? But that's my question. Do you take the proven commodity over what they say? 50% of the top 2-round draft picks end up becoming busts. Now, I think Saquon Barkley's legit as a running back.
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about.
But you've got Duke Johnson.
Andrew Luck's physical ability now after the injury. Does he have other problems? I'd obviously do physical. And secondly, my offensive line is freaking horrible.
My question
He's going to get hit, and he's going to get hurt again.
You want to know my theory that always proves me right, even in fantasy football? You always draft a quarterback that plays in the dome. If he's got to go, Andrew Luck's got to go outside and play in that.
Play good.
He gets 1 bad tackle. He plays 8 games outside. No, wait. In that division, there's 2 more teams that have a dome, right?
Yeah.
Put him out in the cold and see what happens.
Yeah. It works differently. Yeah. I don't know.
You suck anyway. You might as well. That's what I say. Too. You suck anyway. Take Arnold
take your 2 guys
and take Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Take your 2 guys and build off of them. I mean, you're getting 2 top 10, top 20 guys.
Top 20, you're getting 2 top 5 guys.
Yeah, so I would just do that, and then
you're getting the best quarterback in the draft, right? Because I think he's
Man,
better than Mayfield.
Cleveland, with all those picks they had, they should have been like the Patriots right
Them
now.
and the New York Knicks probably have the same like staff
Horrible
that like
luck.
puts teams
Horrible,
together.
man. That is the worst
But
luck
it's not
ever.
luck. But why is it bad luck when you look? Did anybody hold
Well,
a gun to their head?
No, it's the scouts. They have a horrible
Right.
scouting team that are not
What
giving
what
them
in
proper
their right
information.
mind possessed them? And somebody said, "Hey, Deshaun Kaiser,
Well,
let's
who
lock
in their
him
right
in."
mind said Manziel?
Well, that's a public,
like
that's a-
seriously,
Well, that's obvious.
I would have
that's a-
fired the scout
that
who
was
gave
obvious.
me that.
right. But
Yeah.
think about all those guys. I mean, you can go through the list and just go, man, what did these guys see that
Hey, where's Hop Hop?
is at the game?
Okay, why is he not on here?
Probably because he's eating ribeye with the Coker right now, celebrating.
Oh my god!
That's all they eat, right? Ribeyes.
No,
someone
Coker,
text him.
me and Coker love the ribeye.
Someone text him and tell him to jump on so we can.
Pete's eating probably
talk to
chicken
somebody.
breast with white rice and broccoli or something right now.
All right. So, did anyone see a Pistolaros would like this Trubisky's training?
Did he have a mental breakdown and throw a tantrum?
No, this dude is going all out, balls to the wall training. He's literally like training like almost 8 to 10 hours a day. This guy is literally dedicating himself to getting into top tier shape. He's getting leaner. And he's going to be good for the next season. So
how about we teach him how to throw the deep ball?
Yeah, I'm thinking, and it's going to be really good. Me and Tom, if Tom Chris is still employed with us here, we're all.
I'm talking to Monica right now. I'm on hold. Okay, I'm on hold with Monica. Right?
I tell Monica I said hi. I talked to her this morning.
And Bill, I appreciate the comment about me waking up right now. I got a complaint on YouTube.
Hey, if you guys are listening and you hear a thud, that's Tom Chris's head bouncing off the desk.
Oh man!
Just don't knock the wall.
At the end of
Whatever
the show,
you do.
at the end of the show, we're gonna be like, Tom, that's it. Cut it. We'll still be going.
His head will
Dude,
fall
wake
over.
up.
His head will fall over and he'll pull all the wires with him.
Everything goes.
Oh man.
I want a ribeye.
So, what was I going to say? That threw me off
Trubisky.
there. No, we're
training
going to go
program.
to camp. So we're going to go to camp multiple times this summer, and I can't wait until we start seeing who we're going to get to in the draft and all that. But we're probably going to end up going to camp a couple times. We'll go with Tom Chris. Hopefully my car doesn't break down this time because I've had bad luck with cars breaking down with him in there.
Every time I go, his car breaks down.
It's
Tom,
like,
are you sure
It's
you're not
Tom.
his mechanic?
I'm telling
it's
you,
like
Tom's
he
the
pissed in my
jinx.
gas tank or something.
Tom gets in Cold's truck, it breaks. Tom
Yeah.
comes here, the equipment goes to shit.
It's like, I don't know what it is. But nonetheless, we're going to go there.
We have to give him some score
Yeah, but
and put it on him.
What do you say?
We're going to get some
Score,
garlic.
we need some garlic for you.
We're going to get a garlic necklace for you and put it around your neck.
Score is garlic, folks at home.
So we're going to
But I did get you the most signatures that one time we went. Remember?
yes.
Like good signatures.
Yeah, we should have brought football with. But regardless, what we're going to do is we're probably going to do a show with our mobile mics. We got mobile mics. So I've actually have mobile mics that will go around. So while we're watching the show, we can actually commentate and we can record. We'll probably not play the whole thing, but we'll probably put like tidbits into our live show and
You
stuff.
guys can watch me and Nick sweat out
So
in
we,
the live.
So we will do that. We're probably going to have shirts as well, and we'll probably end up going so we can push WCSN and Chicago Sports Crunch Radio at camp at Bourbonnais. So that's going to be something to look forward to. What else? Oh, I forgot to say this. Matt Forte.
Retired.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, he did?
And thank you. Retired. The rumor has it that the Bears are going to sign him so he can retire as a Bear.
Nice. Good
So
job.
they're going
Nice.
to bring him aboard just for like a day, and then he's going to retire in a Bears jersey, which is really cool for the Bears to do as well too.
Big question.
yeah.
Hall of Famer or not?
No, I don't
No
think
way,
so.
right? Okay.
No. He rushed his career 9,796 yards, 54 rushing TDs. The more impressive part of it was 554 receptions for 5,000 yards, 21 receiving TDs as a running back.
Nice.
So great career. 10 years only, though, cut it a little bit short, but not that bad. It's pretty smart. Doesn't want to beat up his body. For the running backs nowadays in this league, they're getting punished. So gone are the days where you used to see running backs in the NFL play 15, 16 years.
That's why you'll
gone.
never see those rushing yard records probably
Yeah.
broken either.
So now you're seeing running backs last 5 years, if that, and then they're disappearing or backing up or whatever. They're just taking too much punishment. So obviously, thank you, Forte. He was a great. I've always loved him when he was in Chicago
And then my
too.
fantasy football team, 6
Third
years in a
best
row.
Bears running back. Philly Ho. That's what he said.
Nah.
I don't know. All time for Bears. Walter Payton, obviously number 1.
Gale Sayers. You guys forget about
Yeah,
somebody named
Gale
Sayers.
Sayers, and then
Neil Anderson.
That's what I was going to say. You might have to put Neil Anderson as 3 Philly, and then I would probably
How
say
about Tom Chris's favorite Bear running back, Matt Suey?
Oh,
Love Matsui.
yeah. Who knows? But yeah, no, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you and congratulations for retiring. Congratulations. Well, you shouldn't be congratulating, but what else are we talking about? Bears are still aggressive with Fuller, so there's no signs of them potentially like saying no, we don't want him and stuff. They're still working on that potentially to see what happens there. The last 2 things with NFL, this has nothing to do with Bears. Gronk, WWE.
No.
All BS.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I think too. Gronk, WWE, Pistolaros.
I mean, they need somebody to step up.
No, they're thinking Gronkowski wants to leave. He wants to retire. How many years has he played?
He's not going to retire. He might do like a show.
They won't let him.
Like a show
They won't let him. There's no way they're going to let him.
They won't
do
let
it.
you contractually.
Oh, they
do it.
won't?
No.
No, because if he gets hurt in the ring, it's a catastrophe. That guy's fragile to begin with.
Yeah, you can't. So there's rumors that he's thinking about retiring now.
He's not going to retire.
And then if he retires,
he's not going to retire. We talked about this.
Too much money on the table.
Too much.
I don't think he will either. So whatever. Anyways, okay. Last thing on NFL. The Jonathan Martin story where they arrested him and they have him in a mental institution now. That is some crazy stuff. And I mean, I don't know.
Don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah. So he's the one where Incognito apparently got in trouble for picking on Martin while he was in
Miami.
And there was like a bunch of other people that were named in it as well too. Incognito lost his they ended up terminating him or waiving him. Then he ended up going, I think, Buffalo the year after that. I don't know where he's at now. I think he's with like Miami. No.
The Raiders?
No, he's somewhere on the East Coast, I think. Not Buffalo. Anyways, apparently Jonathan Martin posted something on his social media with guns and was saying that he was going to go to his high school to
shoot him up.
And
wow.
The FBI ended up grabbing him and they arrested him. They talked to him. They put him in a mental institution now. And they have a restraining order that he can't go into the high school where he was from or whatever. So I don't know. I guess something up here isn't all right with that guy, but sad to see. I'm glad that they reacted to it so we don't have another incident. But this is a grown-ass man too. So a little scary on all that stuff. Philly Hill, eventually Gronk will go to the WWE, not this year. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. He's eventually going to go. I just don't think now.
I don't think he'll ever go.
I think he will.
He's going to get hurt right away.
I think he'll try it. He'll do 1 year at least. And if he likes it, if he likes it, he'll go from there, and we'll see what that is. All right, so let's jump into baseball really quick before we start jumping into the top 5. So MLB, we had Coker and Hop
Shorts
went to Arizona for 2 days to check out the Cubbies, and the first game that they were there, they played the White Sox as well too. How about the horrible luck with the White Sox?
With the third baseman tearing his Achilles.
Berger out for the year, third baseman in camp, and then Luis Robert actually collision in second base. He's okay though. Everything came out negative, but that was another scare too. And it was just like, you got to be kidding me! 2 days in a row, and you lose 2 of your top prospects.
What was he going to play? Was he penciled in to be
Roberts?
Your start? No,
no.
Right, he was going to be.
I think with Berger, what they were going to end up doing is they were going to end up putting him in probably around after the All-Star game just to try him out, and he probably would have started next year potentially, but he wasn't. But he's rated. I think he's one of the top 5 prospects in our minor league system.
He's predicted to be their everyday third baseman.
Yeah, and now we'll see what happens after the injury. You know how it happens when all of these guys get hurt and come back. We don't know what's going to happen with them. But in any case, Schwarber looks solid. Looks really good. Again, we talked about this in the beginning of the show. It's going to be very interesting to see some of these key players and how well they play. That's going to dictate how solid the Cubs season is going to be. So we'll see what happens. In my opinion, the key to who's the single person that you think is key for the Cubs?
Schwarber, 1. 2 has to be Carl Edwards and Pedro Strop to get tomorrow. If those guys blow up like they did in the playoffs last year, we got mad. And Justin Wilson, because that guy walked everybody he faced after he got traded to the Cubs. And if we can't tighten up that middle relief, that 7th, 8th inning setup guys, we got problems.
What about Hayward?
No, Hayward's fine.
You think he'll be okay?
He's fine. Look, Hayward,
I think
even
Schwarber is one of the keys.
if Hayward even bats 240 or 250, what he's in the outfield makes up for it. Okay, and he's a team leader.
Yeah, defensively.
Okay, he makes up for it defensively. But if Schwarber's not hitting again, and we have and I don't want people, like I see people saying, oh, Ian Happ should be your leadoff. Those guys are not leadoff hitters.
Schwarber's not either, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So imagine if he's not hitting.
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do? Try to slide everybody down? Almora is only going to play, I think, against lefties, right?
Yeah.
Happ is a switch hitter.
Yep.
You got a problem again. What do you do with Zorbis now? What's going to happen? 7th inning, close game. Now you got to pull Schwarber, right?
Yeah.
And put Zorbis in the outfield, or put Happ out there, depending on who they're bringing in.
Yeah, who they're going to bring in.
So
and who they're gonna pitch
you
against.
can align the lineup up like that, but if you can't get on base and now you're asking Schwarber to take pitches as a leadoff man, which that guy's an ambush hitter. He wants to fucking swing that bat. And you ask him to be a leadoff hitter, and he's not bred that way.
So you got Scotty said, "Can I hold the fan for you, Nick, when you sweat at Bears camp?" Yes, you can, Scotty.
It's going to be a very big fan, Scotty.
Yes. It's going to be the big ass fan company. Philly Ho, and you just mentioned that, said, I think Happ will have a breakout year.
He will, but not as a leadoff hitter.
And then Tony, and that's a strong statement. Kopech, the next Randy Johnson, or too soon? Oh, you're asking the question.
So is he predicted to be a starter or a closer?
No, he might not even make the.
No. I'm talking about what's the plan for him in the future to keep it. So they don't want to roll this Chapman.
No.
Okay.
But he is. He's got fire. I mean, he's throwing 102, over the 100s. He's potentially maybe our 5th starter. If not, they may keep him in AAA and bring him up a little bit towards the end of the season. I think too early to tell. I think we won't find out, I think, until the end of the season. There's a lot of good things coming out about him, though, and I really like what I'm seeing. I saw him in a couple games as well. Not games, but just warm-ups and stuff. He looked pretty hot. So I'm actually excited. I'm a Sox fan. So when these guys are talking Cubs, I don't talk too much because long story, but
you guys are doing a good. I'll give you credit for trying to put together.
Without Theo Epstein,
right?
So we'll
and if
see.
Kenny Williams would let the reins go, I think that they'd be even better.
He's at least a year away. Tony said, "Yeah, I agree with that. It's time before we see, but he can potentially be a number 1, number 2 starter. I think for us, someone has to lead off. This is Filio. Lead off by committee to start season,
which is I don't agree with.
I don't either. I don't think that's
baseball
the right thing.
Players are creatures of habit. They're like little fucking prima donnas. They need to know every day you show up, you're batting third, you're playing third base, whatever, and they're like machines like that.
But the thing is, as baseball, the game has evolved, because back in the day you used to have your specific leadoff hitters, and now the game evolved to they're not really leadoff anymore. They're putting big guys to lead off.
The argument is that you're only leading off one time a game, right? Yep. I agree with that, but
where you used to put the quickest guy and the fastest guy, so
or
he
the
can
guy
get on
that had
base
the
and run.
best eye, or the guy could bunt or whatever. I agree, but you want Schwarber to get on base, or want Schwarber to get RBIs. That's what you've got to determine.
Yeah,
get on base. You got to get on base.
So
for him right now as a leadoff hitter, that's his philosophy. But then what do? You tell him to start taking pitches. And the one ball that he might mash is the one ball he might take to try to get into a deep count, right? Everybody, they have all these statistics now. Oh, you got to get deep in the count, make the pitcher throw more pitches and ambush one pitch that you see. But Schwarber, I don't think is geared that way.
We'll see.
The starting rotation for the Cubbies looks like, and they announced it. John Lester, Kyle Hendricks at 2, Yu Darvish at number 3, Quintana at number 4, and then Chatwood at number 5. That's an amazing 5. So
and it's a good setup if you think about it. Lester lefty, Hendricks soft tosser, Darvish throws gas, right? Quintana lefty again, and then Chatwood a righty.
So that's solid 5, may be the best rotation in the league.
And Montgomery.
Yeah, Philly host said, but that's how this is going off of what you were saying. That's how Madden manages. Not saying I agree.
And it almost bit him in the ass in the World Series.
Yeah, that's true. So that's that. So we already talked about the White Sox. The way the Sox for Tony, the way the Sox rotation looks like right now, it's going to be Rondon, Ronaldo Lopez, which I like Lopez. He's looking pretty good.
Giolito.
Yeah, Giolito, Shields. Not a fan, but
you're paying him. You might as well, might as well
and
use
then
him.
the 5th guy is either going to be Fulmer or Kopech. So
Fulmer.
Well, they're saying Kopech potentially if he has a great spring.
But Fulmer pitched good last year. He was all right.
Yep. And that's who I think they should go with and keep Kopech down just to give him a little bit more.
And I think Giolito's better than Rondon, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see what happens from there too. And then yes, Philly Ho, we're saving some of this for Sunday. So we'll be doing this Sunday. If Wild Bill comes, maybe too. Who knows? We'll see. Or that's too much. Wild Bill won't be here.
Maybe we'll see.
All right. So this is where we're going to jump into Pistolaros' favorite part. So
I'm excited.
Top 5. Oh, hold on. We totally forgot. See, man, Tom.
Everything's working.
No, Jesus.
Nothing's
we
broken.
forgot to go live on Facebook Live.
No.
Yes.
Let's leave it for next Friday.
No, we can do it now for the end. So this is good. Go live. Can you do it, Tom, now?
We're doing. I'm worried about that sign.
Yeah, make it happen.
I'm worried about that sign behind your head falling down.
No, I hope it is.
That's what I'm worried about.
No.
Is that tape?
What?
I don't know. See, this is I don't know what Tom does here.
Did you guys just rig it like this?
That's Tom.
What are you
Chris,
talking
man.
about? That's professionally done.
It looks like it's about to fall off. It's
No,
right on my head.
So we are live on Facebook Live now too. So we're live on 2 platforms. This is the first time we're going live on Facebook Live just to check it out and see what's going on, and see how this works out as well too, to see if we can get them on 2 platforms. It's going to be a little hard to manage both chat rooms, but we will try to do both. I'll go back and forth, and then we'll see how that goes. But we are on Facebook Live and on YouTube. So if you're watching on our Facebook Live right now, you can also do us a favor. You can head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel. That would be fantastic. So our Facebook Live fans, if you're on there, head over to our YouTube channel, click subscribe for us, and then that way you can join us in the chat room there. We'll try going back and forth. It's a little too much for our intern producer, Tom Chris. He really can't manage 2
in
things
between
at
his
once.
power naps.
Yeah, it's really hard. So, I mean, we try to push this kid, but he's like borderline millennial in a way.
Yes, Monica, I want to set up an appointment for tomorrow.
Okay, yes. Talk to Monica.
Yes, Monica.
Tell Monica
Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning.
I said hi.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So what we're going to do and why we went live on Facebook now too is, and what we're planning on doing is we'll potentially end up going Facebook Live about every half the shows, and we'll see how it works out and if we get some traction on Facebook Live. But regardless, wow, dude, Pistolaros is looking in the camera like he's a supermodel. He's
been doing it for the last hour and a half.
Just noticed
he's
it.
just checking his. Oh,
he's like,
You guys are embarrassing me, okay?
I've been looking at him
I'm
like
looking at the sign behind my head. It looks like it's about to fall.
Oh, I was gonna do an AJ, dude. I had my gloves ready and stuff. So I'm gonna do an AJ. That way, every time I touch the mic, I have my gloves on.
Tom put
So
some
be like,
tape and
yeah.
a clothesline across for this sign.
What do you do? I saw you making fish faces on this thing, right?
Dude, seriously, you're
it's
doing
making-
self
Fish with your lips.
Hey,
I'm like,
let's just be
it's
happy
making
that
me-
Tom figured out a way to steal the neighbor's
Oh,
internet from across the street from next door.
He's breaking everything. Oh my God, here it comes. No, you gotta spread the legs down.
Ow, my foot.
Be careful saying spread the legs. We're on Facebook Live.
Jesus, yes.
Monica,
We're explicit.
sexual harassment.
Oh God, don't
I'm gonna
start
add
with
that on.
We're all gonna
You
get
still have her
fired.
on the line?
We're gonna get fired. Oh
She's
God.
listening to everything about this abuse.
No, put them together. Anyways, so the reason why we jumped on. All right, really quick for Scott before we jump into our top 5 NBA influential of our lifetime. You think Almora could be a decent leadoff?
Only against lefties.
Only against lefties. True. Yeah. It's going to be a committee, leadoff by committee for the Cubs. End of the day, that's what it's going to be. So we'll see what happens from there. All right. So what we're going to do for the Facebook fans out there, if you guys don't know, we're going to go top 5 NBA most influential players to us. And like I said in the beginning, it's not necessarily going to be the top 5 of all time. It's just going to be guys who made an influence in our life. And if you guys can throw a little tidbit of why they're the most influential to you as well, too. I mean, I know at least 3 of us. I know who it's probably going to be, at least number 1. But I don't. The 2 through 5 is going to be very interesting to see what happens with 2 through 5. So, who should we start with?
Pistolaros.
No. I don't want to shock the hell out of you guys off the bat.
Yeah, he's going to have some bad ones, man. It's going to be bad. He's going to name what's his name? Scalabrini. And,
John
Uwe Blob.
Starks.
Uwe Blob.
yeah, he's
Sam Bowie.
Manute Bowl. It's gonna be like what?
Christian
the-
Leitner.
Greg Oden.
George Marasan.
Whoa! Remember the Snickers commercial? Chicks dig me. Remember that?
Yeah.
He had the Snicker commercial. You guys don't remember that. So let's go, Chris. Hopefully you didn't break anything again.
No, I'll go first. I don't care.
Oh, shoot, go.
Well, number one, MJ, and I'm not gonna say nothing more than that.
Okay, you
Okay.
don't have to say
Exactly.
anything. We grew up in an era
Yeah.
where MJ was the best.
And then I would say the next. I know you said like, I'd say Carmelo and Stockton, like a little combined, because
Together or 2 and 3?
Together, because they never took.
They were in tandem.
Yeah, they played pretty much every game.
Yeah.
And they were like the Cal Ripkens of basketball. So I got to give them a lot of credit, and scored a lot of points. And that's probably number 2. Number 3, I gotta go with the man like no one messed with, Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley,
The
no
oak
one,
tree. That's a good
no
one.
one messed with him. I don't care if you thought you were a badass, you were not a badass.
The dude that got into it with executives at
At the
MSG.
game, at the Knicks game.
Yeah, in the
Charles
Knicks game. That guy is a
Oakley.
badass.
Yeah, I remember him defending Jordan.
I know the guy who makes the suits. It's
Okay.
down on damn.
It's not Tom, is it?
Tom. No.
Okay, good.
He's on not Randolph. or Taylor. Sorry. It's Taylor Street. Taylor and Clinton. It's right on the corner there.
Okay.
That's where Jimmy Butler goes to.
Oh, he does?
Yes, he does.
Buckets.
Nice. Then I would have to pick Rodman.
Okay. Oh, I remember when you used to have the Rodman shoes back in the day.
Yes, Rodman.
Yeah.
Just the fact that he just wore a wedding dress and
Oh,
it was
seriously?
And then I would driving down in Chicago. I remember that building they would always paint different color hair, his picture, and they would traffic for 2 hours.
I remember that. Remember when he was in the chair?
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty slick. I liked that when he was in the chair.
And then the final, I would say either Isaiah Thomas or the Bad Boys.
All the Bad Boys or just Isaiah?
Rick Mahorn, John Sally, Rodman, Bill Laimbeer.
Hey, that 30 for 30, if you guys have not seen it, the Bad Boys, Detroit
Bad
Pistons.
Boys.
Amazing documentary for anyone, even newer, younger kids that want to see a 30 for 30 documentary. Amazing documentary.
Yes.
I would definitely, hands down, check that out. I've actually saw it multiple times. It just sometimes on a rainy day you want to watch something that is a sick 30 for 30. I love that.
Yeah, so I know you wanted the 5 players, but you got the Bad Boys. You got Dennis Rodman by himself. You got Charles Oakley, Carmelo and Stockton, and you got MJ.
You should have started 5-1.
5-1.
Man, you're backwards all the time. Jesus. Like 5-1, not 1-5.
And can I say something, Tom? You're making up your own rules. This is 5 players. You got like 40 players there.
I do what I want. I can
this?
do whatever I want.
That's because you guys haven't heard Nick's top 5. That becomes a top 11 all the time.
Oh.
I've learned it from Nick.
Hey,
Honorable mention.
Honorable mentions, bonuses.
I have like 4.
Yeah, so I've learned from Nick.
All right,
I'm
so
Go ahead, Snowflake.
oh, strong words here, fighting words.
No.
All right, you want to go, or do you want me to go? Builds to go?
Go, Pistoleros.
Okay, fine.
Oh God, here we go.
I will shock the hell out of you guys off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Let's go.
Honorable mentions. I got 3. We got Vince Carter.
That's
Okay.
good. That's good.
Sheer athleticism, just a beast.
Oh.
Gotta love him, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
This one was close, but I couldn't put him on because he had a short career.
He's the younger generation, so you're going to get a lot of the younger guys now, which is good.
Yeah. Yao Ming. I love
Ooh.
Yao Ming. He's like a gentle giant, just a sweetheart of a human being. Very skilled big man.
Whatever happened to him now? Like,
I don't know.
he doesn't do like anything.
He doesn't, but I know his parents are tall.
Isn't he like doing some politics in China or something?
Probably.
That's why I was asking. I didn't know.
Promoting basketball. Maybe.
Yeah, in China.
Yeah.
A legend, right? I mean, best player out of Asia for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
We need some people from China to subscribe
Yep. Yeah.
and like. So thank you.
Yao Ming. I love international.
No, he's a great guy.
players.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
And
number one.
this is still your honorable
These
mention.
are my honorable mentions.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Gotcha.
This one.
And you were
get ready.
complaining about me, huh? You're complaining about me, all right?
Get ready because you're going to knock your headset over right now.
Okay.
My number one honorable mention is Michael Jordan.
Whoa, he's not on your top 5?
No, he's not.
Wow.
But he is an honorable mention. and that says a lot. He's a great player. He's the greatest.
If you have LeBron James in your top 5, I'm slapping you.
Okay, all right. No.
You're no longer allowed to come here ever
Studio
again.
One out.
I cannot believe you're from the city of Chicago, the best player in the world.
Did
and
you ever see Michael Jordan
I am
play?
insulted. I am like
Hold on,
I'm fuming.
Oh, dude. Well, my ears.
Yes,
Relax.
but remember,
The board turned red.
Yeah, it almost blew up.
He's-
You're gonna break shit.
He's
here.
gonna be everyone's most impactful player, right?
He should be everyone's.
I know, but you gotta dig deep, Tom. I know you don't do it, but you gotta dig deep. Anyway,
Yao Ming
Wait, hold
deep.
on. I got a question. I got a question for Pistolaros.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Did you ever? How old were you, without revealing, during the 6 championships?
Oh, I was 8 years old at the time of
And did you ever?
96.
Did you watch basketball a lot?
That's what
at
he
that
bought
period?
that
I
T-shirt he's
loved
wearing
Michael
today.
Jordan as a
That
kid.
T-shirt's like 5 sizes small.
No, hold on. I want to hear his top 5 now. I want to hear his top 5.
Are you
Okay.
ready for this?
I am. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
ready.
Don't peek at
I don't
my
want to
notes.
peek nothing.
Number 5. Number 5. I love this guy.
Oh.
but
Okay.
He says, "Don't peek at my notes."
Can I show you how to do a countdown, Tom?
Well, we
Oh,
did
you-
not start as a countdown,
David
right?
Letterman style.
Number 5.
Number 5. Go ahead.
Number 5 is David Robinson.
Okay.
He's a machine. He's
The
biggest
Admiral.
guy. He can kick everybody's
Good
ass.
pick. Good
but
pick.
he's so sweet.
Good
Yes.
pick.
Gotta love Dennis or Dick
Good
Robinson.
person
I'm sorry.
outside of basketball
Yes.
too. Very good person.
Yes.
Very good guy. And his favorite movie is The Little Mermaid. Sorry, David, I gotta put you on blast. Anyway, number 4.
Number 4.
You know who
Hey,
it is?
can you?
No, I don't.
Hey, can you not yell and put your?
He's very
nose-
excited.
Remember the
I'm
nose
sorry, I'm sorry.
rule. All right,
I'm sorry.
there you go.
Is
now
that
it's
better?
good.
Okay.
It sounds like you're far away from the mic and you're
I
talking.
was trying to sound like you.
Chris, this is the stuff you should be doing, Tom.
Yeah.
You got to
Do what?
discuss the rules with the guests.
He's never going to come here again.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's not even on the list.
Jesus.
Honorable
Christ.
mention. He's banned.
Okay. Number
Number
4.
4. Good.
Tony, I'm going to tell you your top 5 after we're done with this guy who's dragging ass.
Okay. Number 4. God want us to win an NBA championship. Who is that?
Vlade Divac.
No, man. It's Charles Barkley, damn it.
It's terrible.
He's just a
It's
beast.
terrible.
He would average 40 and 35
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, number 4.
Okay,
Number
okay.
3,
Donuts and Happy Meals eaten.
the embodiment of hustle, the embodiment of working hard and just being an athlete.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
Gotta
Okay.
love him.
Okay.
Hey, a tidbit with Dennis Rodman too is that because this is the era where we were 21 and we were going out to the clubs back in the city back then. He worked out. This dude never slept. Like I remember clearly during the finals on a couple years where he would be playing a game, and then the day before a game he would be at the, what was it, Crowbar, not to drink.
The Club of the Enclaves.
Yeah, he would.
He would be a
not
crowbar.
Excalibur.
He would be a crowbar, and then
So the birthplace
and then
of-
go to VIPs,
of
and I would
STD.
see him there at the strip clubs.
Yes,
He would be out to 3-4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, "Bro, you got to work the next day." However, the strippers said he never, paid or anything like that.
Regardless of the guy was out. I remember one time at Crowbar, we closed the place down. And I mean, it was like 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
5 in the morning. The dude had a game on the weekend at noon, and then the guy's awake. And in between, remember when he used to be on the bench, he would always be on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this dude is literally got to be drunk out of his mind.
Yeah, but
hungover.
managing guarding him and someone that smells like
That's what I'm
liquor.
saying.
You will know exactly.
You're
So
probably
what
another player thinking
strategy?
like, dude, this guy's got to be
This
out
guy
of it right now.
reeks. This guy reeks.
But that amazing for an athlete. It boggles my mind that an athlete could do something like that, where he could be. I mean, that was like sometimes if you think about it, like I heard stories even about Babe Ruth, like in baseball,
Oh,
where
they drink beer all the time.
they
in
would
the
drink
clubhouse.
beer in the clubhouse, smoke cigarettes. There was rumors when Babe Ruth used to come
I
to
miss those days.
Comiskey back in those days. He would
miss
run
those
across the
days.
street and go get like 3 hot dogs, go eat 3 hot dogs, and then come right back and hit like 2 homers in a game. So
Those were the days.
it's a different era.
Me and
But
Coker have seen
Broken.
Rodman playing craps at the Aurora Casino before the game at like
yeah,
2 in the morning.
nuts, man.
Okay, let's go back to the list.
All right, cool. So Dennis Rodman.
When the
right?
Bulls played the Jazz in the finals, he'd fly to Vegas between games. That's what Philly Hill said. All right, I'm going to say Philly Hall. I'll tell you your top 5 as well, too.
I
Philly
think he
has.
just ran there, but yeah.
All right, anyways.
Number 2.
What number are you on?
This is number 2. Ready for number 2 before I was rudely interrupted?
Yes, by Tom Chris.
Go ahead.
I identify very closely with this guy. He still plays.
Okay.
He still plays. Manu Ginobili, baby.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Manu Ginobili. Number 1. Who's number 1, guys?
I'm going to say Vlade Divac or Peja Stojakovic.
Vlade Divac is number one. Why? Because he shows us that a Balkan guy can do it. We can do this.
Yeah.
Number one.
He is. Hey, for overseas, who's the most successful international player, you think?
That's another thing you just brought
Dirk.
up.
That's what I was going to
Dirk
say.
is number one.
Yeah.
But Vlade was the pioneer of all of that.
He's the one who started it.
He's on my list.
Let's
too.
give him props.
Yeah.
Vlade.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My list is still better.
Bill and I agreed.
Next.
Wow.
All right.
My list is still better. Next.
You want my list?
All right, hold on. Let me go with some of these guys who are posting their. So we're going to go on Facebook Live right now, really quick. Give some of these guys love.
You were
So-
disqualified. You didn't have even have MJ, so you're done.
So Scotty, top 5 most influential to him. Number 5 is Shaquille O'Neal. Number 4 is Charles Barkley. Number 3 is Larry Bird. Number 2 is Scottie Pippen. Number 1 is Magic Johnson. Pretty good list.
Very good.
You got
Larry
about
Bird.
one guy that I'm going to talk about
Yeah,
a little
very
bit
good.
here. And then on our YouTube, where we're live on right now, our YouTube channel, go over there and subscribe. You've got Tony. Let me see how I did this. All right. No one mentioned this guy, and maybe Bill might. Who knows? Number 5.
Ooh. He's cool.
The highlight
4,
machine.
Isaiah Thomas.
Beautiful.
3, Magic Johnson.
Good.
2, Dennis Rodman.
Good.
I'm surprised you guys have Rodman that high. I believe me, I love the guy, but I'm just surprised he's that high.
You said most influential. Remember that.
Yeah.
You didn't say the greatest. You said
Number-
influential.
Number 1, Michael Jordan, of course.
Yeah.
Because we're all
He
hustlers.
also mentioned Yao Ming is the best Asian NBA player, which I agree with. Philly Ho, number 5, Kobe.
He was good.
He
What
was
kind
good.
of
Come on.
Chicago fan?
number 4, Bird. Number 3, Magic. Number 2, LeBron. All right, you
He
can't
cut
come
him
to the
off.
show on
Block
Sunday,
him.
Philly.
Block
You're
him.
done.
I like LeBron too.
No one comes in here that likes LeBron. So
That,
no
ex-
one's
that explains a
cut.
lot.
Cut.
I'm gonna sabotage everything now.
Number 1, Michael Jordan, MJ. So
Correct.
yeah, I agree with that too. So all right,
I like that list.
Billy.
So for me, the honorable mention goes to Chris Webber,
Ooh.
because C. Webb was one of my
I still
favorite
have
players.
guys that you guys have not mentioned, so this is
Wow,
good.
And-
I like when he called it timeout in college.
Honorable, yeah. And honorable mention
Yeah.
for me is Rasheed Wallace.
I was close
Nice.
to
Nailed
Only
him.
because I think me and him probably have the most technicals in the history of the NBA.
Yeah,
Playing.
for a big guy, that guy had a good 3.
The
Yeah.
Coker and Pete and Big Nick can attest to the amount of times I've been thrown out of games
Yes, he
And-
almost,
and
he almost
thrown-
killed Sammy.
and thrown garbage
Remember-
cans onto the floor.
I almost killed Sammy. I'm gonna
I heard
kill
you once threw a water bottle at the referee.
I threw
I'm
a
gonna
garbage can onto the field one time.
Yes, he did.
So me and Rasheed Wallace are tied in technicals.
Then he was sent to anger management classes to calm down.
So then we go.
Or the
so
mental institution.
top 5. Tim Duncan for me.
Tim
With
Duncan.
Jonathan
nice.
Martin.
That guy is like the epitome of like
Tim
a basketball player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
got in trouble. Did his job.
Yeah.
Never.
He had a good role model.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan
From
or David
David
Robinson.
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 Number 4 for me is Grant Hill.
Ooh, classy.
If that guy didn't,
Yeah.
didn't have bad wheels,
Yeah, the
he would go
injuries.
down in history as one of the best players.
Mhm.
Here's
And
my
I love
question:
playing.
Who's? And I was thinking about this yesterday. Who do you think? Because all these, I was thinking about Bagley. Who do you think is the best Duke NBA player that came from Duke? Grant Hill?
Christian Leitner.
No.
I'm just kidding. It was a
No,
joke.
no.
It was a joke.
All right, thank you.
Jay Will?
It's Grant Hill.
No.
No,
Jay
the guy
Williams
from,
on
the motorcycle?
from
No,
the Bulls.
no,
No,
no.
I'm just joking. I think
Jason
it's,
Williams? The guy-
Yeah.
yeah, no.
I think
no.
it's Grant Hill.
Yeah, I think it's Grant Hill.
Grant
he might be
Hill.
the greatest Duke graduate to come into the NBA.
Well, they say Grant Hill is the only NBA basketball player that did not cheat on his wife. He's the
Really?
only, yeah, he's like the cleanest,
Oh, good for him.
nicest
I was
guy.
debating between adding Penny Hardaway to the list.
I almost
because I
did.
felt I
I
feel
almost
bad
did.
for that guy too.
Yeah, I almost did.
So
you know,
then,
I
Remember his
should
commercials?
I should add half penny. Remember the half
His
penny?
commercials.
commercials,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not penny, the half penny guy.
Yeah.
And then Vladi.
Ooh.
Woo!
You had Vlade with
Yes,
Pistoleros.
it's on my list right here because that
Honorable
guy,
mention, or is he a number?
No. He's number 4
Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty shocking coming from you.
because that guy, for a big guy back then, to be able to pass the ball out of the post, it was shocking what he was able to do. Remember when he was on the Kings? Him, Doug
Yeah.
Christie, Mike Bibby, and all those guys, and they got shafted when Robert Horry hit that shot, and he could have gone to the finals.
Let's not talk about that serious.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
a fix.
Then number 2 for me is Dirk.
Nowitzki.
Again.
Wow, I'm surprised you got
Good.
Dirk up there
Because
that much.
that guy, 7'2" white guy, to be able to do what he did was unheard of. And I had him on my fantasy basketball team almost all the time.
Good.
And
Did you
then
protect him every year? Did you
Every
guys have
year is
protected?
standard protection. And then one, of course, is Jordan.
Yeah. See,
And I almost put Jason Kidd on that honorable
I almost had him as
list
an
too,
honorable mention.
because what he was able to do, he was the first guy to bring triple doubles into the forefront after having it like disappear for a while.
Yeah. So I still have players that you guys didn't name, but all right, we'll go with that anyways in a little bit.
Number 11 honorable mention for
number
Nick.
one, obviously number one. I'm not going to even say number one, and I'm not going to do a Tom Chris and go backwards. But number one, you guys obviously know. All right,
What does it matter? The list was out. Who cares?
Stop, Tom.
Jeez.
All right, so
Thank you for putting me number one.
all right, so we have my honorable mentions. When I was younger, for some reason, I
geez.
always had a love for the Knicks. Don't ask me why. I just did for some reason.
Because they were the
You
Knickerbockers.
better not say John Starks.
No, Patrick Ewing.
Oh, that guy's
Good.
So,
Bravo.
so as a
Georgetown.
so
Good.
I think also, and that's the other key thing I'm gonna say. A lot of the guys that I have as my top influential, I followed a majority of their college careers,
Okay.
and I liked them from college going into the pros. So I was younger. I was a huge college fan, sometimes even more than the NBA. So Patrick Ewing, I'm a bigger guy too, and I'm like 6'9". So
What?
we
Wide
I always
Wide.
played. I always played
circumference.
a bigger man game. I always played a
You
bigger
guys are
radius.
bogus.
where I always played in the paint. I was always a center. I always played that rough ball and stuff like that. So Patrick Ewing, I loved his game. I loved as a center the shot he had too from the side. For a center, I think he had the best side jumper ever in the NBA. So the guy was like lights out from the side of both rims and stuff. So Patrick Ewing, honorable mention. You had Chris Webber. I loved the Fab Five in Michigan. Jalen Rose, Jimmy King, Juwan Howard, Jared Jackson. Yeah, I loved the Fab Five. I remember when we were younger, me and Hop were in a league at a park by our house, and our team name was Fab Five. So when we had the jersey, it was like a navy jersey with a number Fab Five on it, whatever the case is.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of fantasy of team jerseys, I had the greatest team ever, Sean Kemp's Kids. I came up with. That was the greatest team name I've ever come. Oh, you have him on your list?
He was
Sorry,
one of my
dude.
honorable
I sort of got
mentions.
it. But I just thought about when you're talking about team names. We had our team was Sean Kemp's Kids. So we had 2 Greeks, a Mexican, an Italian, and I can't remember who else. And we were called Sean Kemp's Kids.
I guess I'll go into that. So Sean Kemp is one of my other honorable mentions. I loved Kemp back then, just his power.
Yeah, great player.
Very
Great dunker.
explosive.
He was the guy that gave the dunk, like you loved it when he dunked.
He was the next Dominique,
Just
right?
nailed it. Yeah, it was
You
just
just
like
get an
big man.
exclamation point after he
yeah,
dunked it.
and I
Like,
loved the way he dunked. And then Vince Carter started doing
Yeah.
the same thing with power dunks. But I loved it. Obviously, his career fell apart towards the end when he got fat and then it just got
40
out of control.
kids.
But I mean,
Cleveland Cavaliers.
when he was at his prime, that guy was athletic.
Unstoppable.
And
Yeah.
I posted something on our Facebook page that had like some of his top highlights for dunks and stuff. So that was that.
He was a
Quest
bad
number-
dude.
All right, the last one, and I love when these guys are on the All-Star weekend and they talk together. Reggie Miller, man.
Yeah, he was
Avoids
lights out.
lights out from the arcs, man. I loved him. I loved the way he talked crap.
Yeah.
Him and Michael used to always get into it. When I played basketball, I was always that guy who would always rip people along too to get them upset, almost like the Detroit Pistons. But Reggie did that. He fueled these guys.
He's a professional shit talker.
Yeah,
we got to give
I
him
just
credit.
loved it, and he was lights out, and he backed it up. So Reggie's my other one. So going into my top 5, and this is going to be a little bit awkward and weird.
Awkward.
Number 5.
Probably has a WNBA
I had
player
his
on the list.
I had his posters everywhere. Did you just say I had a
WNBA player.
Is that Lisa Leslie on your binder?
She was on there, dude. How did you know? Man. Somehow I knew you guys were going to give honorable mentions to Sean Kemp. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back into the YouTube. All right. So number 5. I had his posters everywhere.
X-Men.
I loved him when he played for
Xavier McDaniels.
UNLV, the Running Rebels. He's the one who put the Running Rebels
Larry
on.
Johnson.
Yes, Grandmama.
That guy was legit.
I loved him.
Remember, I'm sorry. Remember when he got into a boxing match with Alonzo Mourning and they both missed, and you had Jeff Van Gundy hanging off of Alonzo Mourning's foot.
Yes, I remember that. That was pretty good. How do you remember that, dude?
I saw it. It was amazing. That shit never leaves you.
All right, so Grandmama is number 5 for me.
Grandmama, wow.
He number 4. You guys mentioned him. I loved his style of play. He was honorable outside the ring or on the court, outside the court. Great human being, David Robinson.
Good pick.
Great family too.
Respect.
Number 3, my favorite Bull besides Michael Jordan.
Tony Kukoc.
Cliff Livingston.
I love Tony.
Number 7, Tony Kukoc. Loved him. I watched him when he was in Europe. When he came to the Bulls, I was so excited. I was just like, yes, we finally got a European guy that's playing for us. And obviously, he was a little slow to start. And I just loved Tony. That's the number I always wore when I played basketball, 7. And it was just great to see him when he came with Michael and he started gelling and they won the other 3. I mean, it's awesome thing to see. So Tony's my number 3. Number 2, my favorite college player of all time. Watched him with LSU his whole career. Was a beast in the NBA too. That's Shaquille O'Neal. All-Star Weekend, when you watch Reggie Miller, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, and I wish, but I know they probably will never do this because he owns part of the team now and he's an executive for them. When they allowed Magic Johnson to talk with those guys, it was the funniest ever. Like, these guys are pure comedy. Like, I remember one time Olden Polynice was sitting in the stands.
Oh my God.
The big O.
Yeah, and he was wearing some kind of red suit, and Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson said he stole his grandmother's drapery and made it into a suit. And they were saying this on air, and Reggie Miller and everyone was just busting on Olden. I mean, just they're classic when they're together. Barkley and these guys are just amazing. So it was good. I loved watching Shaq, and I love hearing him and Barkley on TNT Live. And then my number 1, obviously, is Michael Jordan. Can't say he's not or not. So that was pretty awesome there too as well. So that's my top 5. What else you guys got? Are we done?
I think we're done.
All right. So what? No honorable mentions for Dave Corzine? Wow.
MLS soccer.
Him and
How about MLS
Will
soccer
Purdue
starting this weekend?
I don't watch MLS soccer. Hey, Liverpool's playing on Sunday, I think, or Saturday. All right. So what are we going to talk about next week? What are we going to do, Chris?
We're going to do a little bit about everything.
Told me, Chris. No, top 5 what?
Top 5. Oh.
Do you want to go MLB?
You guys did that, didn't you?
No, yeah, we did do that.
You guys did baseball already.
We'll do football.
No football. No.
Why?
Top five Liverpool players of all time.
No.
Ooh, what?
Not even for Big Nick?
No.
Oh, I know what Nick likes. Top 5 places to eat for every sporting event.
Can I come to that one?
What arena has the best hot dogs?
I would be willing to do that.
Actually,
top 5 hot dogs in the city of Chicago.
Actually, I was on the phone before coming here with Vikos.
Oh
yeah, and he told me that.
We'll
like
relax
40
on the names.
So 40. So he's the one that told me.
Witness protection program now. Whoa. Be careful here.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I'm like, that's not a bad idea.
You know who was on that just jumped on? And Big Mikey.
Books?
Oh, hold on. Let me see if he's still on there. Big Mikey, you still there, bro? Oh, I think he's still there. He's not going to say anything.
There he is.
Yeah, he's got to be in there, I think. I don't know. Mikey, you there? No, he's not. All right, just kidding. I hope you were kidding with Dave Corzine. All right, we'll figure something out anyways, and we'll go and figure something out for top 5s. I'm thinking we'll do something with MLB, obviously, because we have spring training coming up. So it's got to be something with MLB. I just don't know if we should do by position. No. Like catcher now, or should we do top 5 influential? Should we stick with NBA? We'll figure it out. We'll do something and figure it out. All right. Anything hot stove stuff that you guys want to talk about before we get off air? No. Louie.
I'm good.
Personal trainer.
Yes.
Show them the guns. If you guys need personal
Tickets to the
training,
gun
I mean,
show.
if you'd get out of my way.
tickets to the gun show.
My guns would be that big if I wore a shirt that was 4 sizes
Should I
too
do a
small
side
too.
pose?
Yeah. Don't stand up though. You're
No,
tear
okay.
everything
Do the
down.
Hulk Hogan.
Am I
flex.
gonna knock it?
Yeah.
Let
So
me hear it over here. Let me hear it over there.
Do
You
you
guys
want-
want to do wrestling?
well, we have WTR
Okay,
on Wednesdays.
yeah,
If you want to
Wednesdays.
be here on Wednesdays,
by
Wednesdays at
Wednesday.
7 p.m.
Is Tom gonna let me, or is he gonna sabotage me?
No, I don't come on Wednesdays.
No, he doesn't
Is
come on
he-
Wednesdays. So
I see him
I
by
got-
my car over there.
it's me and Wild Bill.
Slice your tires.
Yeah, he'll slash your tires and stuff.
Or cut the cord to your microphone.
And then we're gonna figure out.
They'll be like, why isn't this thing
And
working?
then he's gonna claim he doesn't know. He's like, I don't know.
It's
We
on.
all know.
It's on. Don't worry.
He's like, it's on, dude.
It's on
just
right
go.
now.
You
I'm
sound
losing
great.
it.
You sound great. Keep on talking.
What do you want? Email, business? Anyone wants personal training?
I'm right here. I'm always available. Love you guys.
Yeah, just email us at Windy City Sports Network if you need his info. We can personally send your information to him, and then he can contact you guys and stuff and go from there. All right, what else do we got? I think that's it. Bill, you got anything?
Nope. Good luck tomorrow to Francesca.
Yeah,
Montini championship. She's got to win
game.
it. Gonna win it. Gonna win it.
Yeah, nothing going on this weekend for sports, right? I don't think so.
Just regular.
Just curious to see where the rest of those free agents signed that I still
Yeah, but
Moustakas,
that's-
Arrieta, and all those guys.
Yeah,
I
but
want to see what
that's
happens.
when's the deadline?
There is no deadline.
Yeah, they can go. They can start
go
the season
up until I think May 1st.
Yeah, so there's some time for that too. So nothing really going on, obviously, in the city or even in sports in general. Honestly, the only thing I'm going to be tuning into is the combine. To be honest with you,
I don't watch that.
so I've been watching some time. Edmonds had a meeting with the Bears, so tonight at combine. All right, what do you got, Louie? Anything?
Nope.
You're just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to. I hope Tom lets me back.
Yeah, I'm glad you came today. Thank you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having me.
And yeah, hopefully you come back. We will be doing.
Bang bang.
We will be doing corner kick shows.
World Cup.
World Cup, yeah, it's coming up. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll be talking about that as well too. Mr. Chris, hopefully don't piss me off.
I'm just glad nothing broke.
Are you sure?
Are
It's
you
not
sure?
over. yet.
Everything's working.
might-
Nothing's.
We might get off, and then all of a sudden there's like shit broken everywhere.
No, everything
And I'll
looks
be
good.
texting you, and you're gone, and then you're gonna claim that I keep calling you on your day off, and why am I bothering you on your personal time?
You know what's odd? Monica asked me out.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Why? I mean, really?
yeah. HR Monica asked me out.
we have to be careful now.
We got to be careful.
Tom's got it in. He's gonna have. some
You guys
shit
are so
against us.
screwed.
Oh man.
He's gonna have us all
I'm
arrested.
starting to look for another job. Gotta leave. Anyways,
That's gonna be my seat pretty soon.
yeah. Tom's gonna be right here. So anyways, guys, thank you. We will do Sunday. We've got a bonus content. We'll be talking MLB. It'll be with Mr. Chris here and one of our new guests, Philly Ho. And then we'll be back. Oh no, we're not going to be back this Wednesday. I forgot. We're
After the pay-per-view.
Yeah, we'll be after the pay-per-view for WTR Wrestle Talk Radio. And that will be not this Wednesday, next Wednesday after the Fastlane pay-per-view. So that's Wednesdays, 7 p.m. And then on next Friday, obviously. Hopefully Jackman is up for it and Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull got busy with things. Jackman's not feeling good. He's a little bit under the weather. So hopefully he'll feel better by next Friday so he can be back in the studio so we can finally have the professor. So other than that, that's pretty much all I have. And I think we will see you guys Sunday. Good night, Chicago.
Bye bye, Chicago.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
guys.
Top guys out.